Hello again. It is the Dungeon Master for this campaign, or Dylan for whatever you want to call me. Yeah. Um, Welcome to our campaign. I guess it's first session we've hopefully fully recorded if this goes through. Um, to my right on the overlay, we have Thea, our ranger, Ezra, our warlock. Um, Unintroduced below Thea, Jix, the monk on the far right. Chrono, our sorcerer, bottom left, and Liar, Bard Paladin on the far right of the overlay. So brief recap of last session. Uh, the group had climbed the Warforged Colossus that was a short distance outside of the town of Luna. Managed to make it into the chest cavity where they discovered the advisor standing there, with flanked by two Warforged Titans. They did battle with the advisor, managing to slay one of the Titans and nearly slay a second. But unfortunately, one of their comrades, Ghost, was slain in battle. They then surrendered to the advisor, as most of them had been heavily injured already in the fight, and would not have stood a chance against him at their current standing. The advisor then bound them using divine magics and forced them to watch as the Colossus destroyed a city. The Colossus then teleported them and everyone inside of it to the city of Iron Wills, the home base for the New Aneron and Icar Dragonsworn, the leader of the New Aneron. They were then taken before Icar Dragonsworn and forced to pledge fealty so that they may live for the time being. And then guards began to escort them to the prison pits, and that is where we ended last session. So five of you currently, because only five of you. Your chains binding your arms together, stuck in a kneeling position, are dragged by Warforge. Your knees being torn up by the rough gravel beneath them. They drag you for maybe 10 minutes before the chains on your legs disappear and they force you up. Your arms still bound though, and they pull you along through the gravel, eventually reaching this what looks like a low stone dome with a wrought iron door at an angle, and they open it up, and one by one push you in. And inside this prison pit, there is only one source of light, a grated hole at the peak of the dome, coming down into the center. You're all thrown in there, manacles not undone, but weapons taken from you. Tools removed from your inventory, everything stolen from you that you currently have on your person. You are thrown into the pits, the door closed behind you, and they allowed as the door is locked. What do you do?
Question.
Mm-hmm.
When you say they took everything, would that include my blood roll vial?
Yes, for the time being. Don't remove anything from your inventory, but just note you have none of your equipment right now.
Okay.
Also, question.
Yes.
My spearhead on my tail, were they able to see it? Because it's always hidden with the fluff.
Roll me a sleight of hand check. At
Oh,
disadvantage.
crap. Okay, where's my...
Actually, can I say no to that?
To what? Oh, to her.
Disadvantage.
At disadvantage.
Cancel disadvantage. So
Since it's
straight
before
roll.
the pit, yeah.
So 10
Okay.
plus 9, wait, 15.
15. The guards do not notice that the spear is in your tail, and it's like a 6-foot drop into this pit.
Ooh.
You hit mud. And it's dark and hard to see. Well, actually, no, it's not. You all have dark vision. No, the goggles have been taken from you, Chrono. You can't see.
Dang it.
You can.
I cast light. It's a verbal.
You go to cast spell and
My spellcasting focus.
magics fizzle out. You're sitting there. The only light in the room is coming from the grate above, which provides about 10 foot of dim light in the middle of the room. 10-foot
I
sphere, circle-ish.
do I get a sense that my wings are also rendered useless here?
You try. They move, but like you can't make them move enough to fly or hover. They're sitting there, defeated. Hear a chuckle in the back. So what happened to you guys? Familiar voice for some odd reason. As you look around at the darkness, you see a figure who has been stripped of his furs, the Sepharensei suns burned into his chest, as Bartholomew emerges from the shadows towards into the light.
Oh!
Oh.
It's good to see you again. I just wish it would have been under better circumstances, of course.
Question real quick.
Yes.
Are my 20 health points taken away by this time?
8 would have faded by now, yes.
Got you.
Well, it's finally glad to have someone else besides him to talk to. Kind of gestures over to the other corner of the cell. You kind of see y'all see this man kind of just set in the corner, arms on his knees, just kind of looking forward, unfazed by your presence.
What's his deal?
Been here for several weeks now. He don't speak. That's all I can tell.
How long have you been here again?
About 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks now, maybe. As you
Where's
can
your partner?
less sensible than me, I'll put it that way. Didn't want to surrender, and well, the advisor's not one for mercy if you aren't willing to listen.
We know.
And he kind of looks around. Where's your metal friend?
Dead.
Similar fate.
Oh
He's
wait,
no longer-
you're holding his body still.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of looks. Well, that's unfortunate. Sorry for your loss. Although I don't know if those machines there feel much, but still, sorry. What brought y'all here? Y'all seem to be wanting to run as far away from this kind of place as you could. Last time I saw you.
Well, we're kind of dumb.
We've been captured, unfortunately.
Well, no shit. You're
Yeah.
sitting right next to me, and
We had a tangle with the advisor, and things didn't go as planned.
they never do with that machine. Son of a
Just
bitch
wanted
is
to help.
crafty.
To say the least.
Do they have a plan for you? When we're thrown in here, we're given a basically ultimatum: work for him or die. Is that what you two are here for?
Not necessarily. I was asked to give information on the other side of the border, but I didn't know much, not being from around there very often. Done a little travel, but my knowledge of it was a bit scarce. So they just threw me in here for the time being until they either execute me or find a better use for me. Kind of keeps looking up towards the grate in the ceiling.
How long have you been here?
About 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks.
Has the other guy been here longer?
He was here when I got here.
And you said he hasn't said a word?
Don't speak much as far as I can tell.
You suppose he's mute?
Maybe. He reacts though. He lifts up some mud. His manacles are like he can use his arms. Y'all's are still like this across your entire forearms and bound together like this. He kind of picks up some mud and just hits the guy's clothing. Kind of just kind of sits there.
I'm gonna attempt to speak to the man in the corner. You got a name, buddy?
Yeah. I guess I do. They call
You
me
mind sharing?
Engineer.
Yes. Why are you here?
I'm not gonna give that to you right away.
Bartholomew looks over. Well, why the hell are you talking now? I've been here for 3 weeks and you haven't said a damn word. The green man shows up and you speak for him.
Because you're quite fucking annoying, mate.
Fuck you.
Fuck you
No,
too.
I'm pretty sure I don't want to talk to the same person over and over and over again. I very much would like to put my hope in more people, but
I'll give you that.
Mm.
Fair enough. Well, no, because then I wouldn't have been sitting in my own thoughts for 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. Yeah.
Do you get chicked in often? Are there
They
people
drop in food
around?
about once a day.
Do you know if they can hear us now?
Not sure. I can tell you this much: magic, and he like tries to flick his finger. No effect. Magic don't work in here. Warden, I assume, of some kind, but hell if I know. I didn't get much look at the outside of the dome where it's stuck in. You said you were offered a job?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, offered is a interesting way to put it, but we were more so instructed.
Forcefully
either-
volunteered.
Yeah.
That's always one way to put it with old advisor and Icker. At least from what I understand. It's still a bit new to this continent and its strange current set of politics that's happening, but what can I do but sit and watch now? He kind of leans back. There's 4 pillars in the center around like the grate. He kind of leans back against one of those.
How deep is the mud? Is it
About
just
an
kind of
inch.
muddy floor?
It's about an inch of mud.
Can I make Chicks go to sleep? Like she needs the help.
It has y'all don't worry about health right now. Y'all aren't going to be doing any like fighting or anything. But
Okay.
y'all technically the time it took to finish the march to Rinsen and then the subsequent destruction, y'all haven't been moving since y'all surrendered. So y'all would have gotten a short rest pretty much this time if y'all want to take the effects of a short rest. So that's hit dice
Yeah.
healed. Some of y'all got abilities that heal at short rests.
I wouldn't have been able to do what's it called? Song of Rest, would I?
No instrument.
No. Okay.
Well, you don't need instrument, but no magic.
Right.
Quick question. Did they take my ring?
They could not see it, so no.
Okay.
Liar could see it,
Good.
but also auras have disappeared. For you, Liar. But y'all all can see Ezra's ring now. Yeah, actually, who has the passive perception over 12? I think it's everyone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can all see Ezra's ring.
Oh yeah, short rest. I forgot what we were doing. Okay. Choose that one.
Okay. Question also.
Yes.
If I were to attempt to use telepathy, would that work?
9.
No effect. Probably some anti-magic runes on the dome. But it's tough when you're dealing with that kind of magic and you're all heavy magic users.
Even if it's a racial ability?
It's a natural magic, so yes, it's still under the effect of it.
Okay.
Even natural magics would be affected by this. Alright.
I mean, it's a slim chance, but I have to ask, have you considered any way out yet?
Well, arms bound, locked door, grate's the only way out if I wanted to. But they don't feed me enough to have the energy to try and break out. 1 meal a day ain't much.
Yeah.
And it's not even a full meal. It's a meal. It's pretty much half a meal split between me and him.
Mm-hmm.
But
What did they usually give you?
bread and some fruit. Typically, it's a bit moldy. But
Mm-hmm.
Can I search Ghost's body if he still has the dagger venom?
roll me investigation.
I have advantage. 17.
Okay. So, you actually find quite a bit. You find several blueprints with arcane ruins and weapon designs that Ghost had been working on, as well as the concept for a tattoo that would have given you all the ability to hide your face. Also in there is inside the chest cavity, because you also searched there as well, because you knew he kept at least the orb in there out of curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
You reach in, and in it you find this solid tube of ruby with golden caps on either ends and a small little string, like putting at the end of it. You kind of pull on the string, and a map unfurls out of it. It's ruined beyond repair at this time. What once may have been a good map is now faded because of however old it is. But the one thing that has managed to survive is a single word written on the page: Zeroth.
Okay.
That sounds familiar.
Do
Mm-hmm.
you share this with everyone?
Yeah.
Zeroth
Okay.
is one of the words that Ghost spewed when y'all first tried to repair his soul
Mhm.
gem. So whatever he was doing with Cerebos, it had something to do with that
Mm-hmm.
scroll there. Oh, and on the one of the blueprints, it says weapon of returning, and it has a little note on it, so it won't leave like the rat.
Mm.
Oh.
And on the tattoo, it says, "So we can all be a ghost."
That hurts.
Yeah.
Sorry, not mine.
I don't
Alright.
suppose you found that dagger.
Yeah, you found the dagger as well. I was just going over the stuff that was also in his inventory.
Mm-hmm. Would you mind if I held on to it, Ezra?
The dagger?
Mm-hmm.
Gonna die.
The cursed dagger?
Sacred Ghost.
The
Not
cursed
you
dagger.
too, buddy.
No, Chris is. Chrono is getting tired of his
I'm
character.
tired of people dying.
What do you want it for, Chrono?
Keepsake of Ghost. Something to remember him by.
But it was my husband's.
Yes, but now it was Ghost.
I'll keep it.
Okay, that's fair.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Lyra will sit down in the mud.
Not much else to
You
do.
do sink about an inch into it. It's like,
Just gonna go. Alright.
How did this happen?
the bottoms of your
What's
feathers now kind of muddy brown.
Mm-hmm.
what's the move now?
I'm gonna investigate the room. Just investigate, like.
It's composition.
Roll investigation.
19.
It's solid stone bricks with. It's very smoothly cut. Like the edges are perfect. The bricks fit together like a puzzle almost. You can what you can see of the dome. Yeah, it's pretty much a perfectly fit together puzzle that's capped by the grate. Nothing super defining about the stone itself, though.
And I don't suppose you see anything special, Lyra?
It's true sides down.
Oh, okay.
Jix turns to Lyra and asks, "How did this happen?" What happened?
I don't know. We lost again, but I really just have to know because we're very much avoiding the elephant in the room here, and not really talking about what do we do now. I take it that we don't necessarily want to work for
No.
the Dragonborn willingly, but if we don't, what's the other option? Magic doesn't work in here. I don't
Mhm.
see an easy way out. Maybe we could come up with something, but
It would take some
I
time.
mean, these two have been here for
Mm-hmm.
weeks, and it doesn't seem like they've seen any sort of easy weaknesses that we could exploit. And what do we do with? And he kind of motions to Ghost's body.
We hold on to it for now until we can give it a proper burial.
I can climb up. I could walk on walls. I could see what's outside.
You're bounded with your arms like that.
Oh, so I can't like
Yeah.
Your
just
arms are
simply
stuck.
walk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Or
'cause
legs,
it-
or legs.
one of the things
So
is
I
that
could just like vertically walk up.
one of the things with the monk thing is it's you can run across it, but if you end your turn up there, you fall.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's like a sprint up, like
Yeah.
almost like how they do on
Oh.
The
American
momentum
Ninja
and you'd
warrior
have
to
an
go up.
extreme
Yeah, like that.
disadvantage on the you have disadvantage on the athletic check to try and grab the grate at the top because your arms are like this, which limits you can move like about that far your arms. Yeah, it's not just at the wrist; it's down the forearm to the elbow that's
Mhm.
Oh
bound,
wow.
and like both of the rings are like welded together more or less.
Ghost didn't have like some sort of laser or anything like that, right? Like
Mm-mm.
since he was an artificer, he didn't. Got you.
Artificery is magic engineering. Don't think of it as like regular engineering. It was all magic
Mhm.
based. It's all based in applying like runes to simple items to make them have a magical effect.
Looking at this basically like handcuffs, arm cuffs.
Mhm.
Is there like a place for a key, or is
How
there
do they like open and close?
yeah, is there a
These
mechanism to it or what?
these were created by divine intervention.
Mhm.
Okay,
So roll me Arcana.
all right. Okie dokie. Not bad. 20 total.
You get the feeling that through the method of their creation, they were something that the advisor summoned in the moment.
Mhm.
It is likely they will only disappear when the advisor wants them to, unless you try and break your way out of them, physically speaking.
Yeah. Seems like the only way out of these is through brute force.
Mhm. I don't know if any of us are quite strong enough to pull
And I don't
something
know
like
if
that
we
off.
want to do that yet. If, someone comes in and checks in on us and we're all hanging out without manacles, might be a problem.
I mean, what else do we do?
I'm going to uh, walk over to Ghost's body
Mhm.
and, like, awkwardly place one of my hands on his head.
Yeah.
And kind of just, in my head, wish him safe passage.
Okay. Right.
Is my spear not thin enough to fit into the keyhole? Or
There's no
like
keyhole.
at least attack it? Oh, there isn't?
No.
It's
Oh,
just
It's
dang.
just a solid pieces of metal. There's no keyhole on them.
the only thing we could do is literally just try to break them off. But
I
Are
don't
we
think
gonna
my
try to
spear
do
can
that
do
today?
anything like that.
And you have
I think
no
we
idea
should
what
bide
they're
our time
made out
for
of.
now.
You have no idea what these things are made out of. They are about half an inch
Netherite.
thick of this metal. It's up for debate what it is.
Hey, Bartholomew, around what time of day do the guards come in and give food?
Mm,
Like right after you wake up, right before you go to bed?
mm, about 4:30, give or take. But usually
They
around
take
there.
Chrono's clock,
To take his what?
his watch.
Mm. No, folks. Everything in your inventory was taken, including the sword.
Yep.
that
Yeah,
sucks.
they stripped you all of all your weapons and gear and armor. It's minus Jix's spear. It's in her tail.
It'd
That's
be
one
really
thing.
weird if I like tried climbing up with a spear.
Not enough physical strength in the tail to do that.
No.
Yeah, that's so weird.
Um,
All we could do now is wait. That's about it.
You hear that coming from the man in the corner who still hasn't actually said his name. Have you? Yes, you did. Never mind. You introduced yourself to Chrono.
He told it to Chrono.
That's right. That's right.
You wouldn't happen to have any sort of special abilities to get us out of here, would you?
If I did, I would have been out here myself.
Fair.
He's got the point.
Bartholomew kind of looks over at him. So now that you're actually willing to talk, you want to explain how you got put in this shithole? Still leaning against the pillar. He kind of kicks up his legs against the one across the way.
I guess that's all we could do now, isn't it? We're just stuck in this hole until
Everyone may as
something
well share
happens.
something.
I don't know. I don't think we should get too attached to each other down here. If it's gonna end up with us having to do something against each other, feelings just connect.
We haven't done nothing yet. I've sat here for 2.5 weeks. I don't know how long you've been here yet, but judging by the dried mud on your clothes, I'd say a lot longer than me.
Yeah.
Bartholomew just kind of looking up at the grate. He's just kind of rocking back and forth like, left a continent to avoid death, and what I get? Prison. Hell of a trade.
I mean, it's better than death. In a way.
At least in death, I'd have something to do. Don't got my
know.
spell book. Don't got my sword. Don't got nothing.
I'll look over at the and say, I'm really sorry about the temple. Don't blame yourself though. I think you made the right choice. I would have done the same.
There was nothing else we could have done.
Yeah, don't blame yourself. You're trying to do the best for Luna. You really care about those people.
Bartholomew looks over. What did the advisor do? Because your friend over there, he's dismembered. There ain't much saving him. And
don't disrespect him like that.
There is no saving him right now. Unless you got some extremely potent magics, there ain't no saving that husk. And
that
then
husk is our friend.
I'll go up to Bartholomew and I like swing at him.
Alright, make me an attack roll at disadvantage.
Yeah. $11.
His armor class is 14. He's got a real high dex.
God.
He's got a high dex. He kind of like falls over in the mud. Well, that was just rude. I'm just stating the facts. Kind of pushes himself back up and kicks his legs back up.
Alright, relax. Not gonna get anything from beating up our soulmates, regardless of what they say or do. At this point, we're in this hole together. We really shouldn't be digging ourselves any deeper. So
Can
I'll
I have
just
Jix go up to like everyone in our group, not Bartholomew or Yasmin, and just be like, "Are you hurt?"
Jasmine.
Yasmin, here. Just be like, "Are you hurt? Do you need me?" And I. Oh wait, no, never mind.
No, you don't.
Yeah. No, well, I have some on my legs. I have like those wraps. I feel like, do you need like bandage? You okay?
Oh, those are probably so
Okay.
sweaty and brown and not something
So
you want to
ragged.
wrap a wound with.
Give you infection.
Jix, by the
Ooh.
way,
Let's
her
go.
fur is matted with blood. Like,
Yeah.
she got it real bad in the fight against the advisor.
I almost died.
I mean,
Two failed death saves, so yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate the concern, Jix, but you should kind of worry about yourself right now. You seem to be pretty beat up.
But I am Jix. I am Jix in wind. It's okay. But are y'all okay?
We'll manage.
I'm gonna start banging like the things on my arms against the pillars to see if I can make like a dent or something.
Roll me an athletics check.
Can I too?
Yeah, athletics.
Okay.
7.
Nothing.
17 plus 6.
God dang.
23.
23.
It takes you a minute or two, but you actually managed to get a dent into it, but no more than a dent, like a small little dent.
Oh, that's bad.
Think regular manacles would come.
Magical ones.
Can I try again?
Yeah. There's nothing stopping you from.
Off.
I'll keep going out of
Just-
Is it
anger.
just-
It's just out of anger at this point.
Yeah.
Roll me
I'm gonna go
athletics.
take a seat next to Liar.
8.
No.
Just
9.
Just nothing.
9.
24.
Nat 20.
So what's the total, though?
Yeah.
What's the total?
20.
Yeah, no.
Nat 20.
No. I mean, it's still just a dent. You made it a little bigger, but even a 24 is not high enough to break these manacles. All right, the rest of you. Chrono, you said you were going to sit down by Liar.
Mm-hmm.
All
I'm
right.
gonna like make Jix kind of like scoot over. Is it just Ezra that has body parts of Ghost?
No, I left him in like in a little
we just
area.
Kind
kinda
of
left
set
them in
his
the
body
ground.
down.
Okay, can I scoot over to that little pile and just like start talking to it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, so
I'm gonna
you
do that.
said like natural magic, that doesn't even work here either.
Mm-mm.
So Thea's visible to everyone with the dark
Yes.
vision?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that's not natural. That's learned.
That's right.
That's a Gloomstalker thing. It's learned, so it wouldn't
Oh,
affect
okay.
anyways. Anti-magic just spells a lot.
Basically, anything that our physical bodies can't do doesn't work here.
Yeah.
Dark vision is the one thing because it's not technically magic. It's just how the eyes function for some people. If it was induced by a spell like True Sight, it's
It's a
not functioning.
biological thing rather than a magical thing.
Yeah, me and Chrono can't see down
Yeah,
here.
y'all's
Mhm.
True Sight doesn't function or your True Sight doesn't function because it was implied by the sword.
Right.
And they took my goggles.
Well, Liar's old goggles.
Scoria did at first
Yeah, they were my goggles
with
first.
the dick on it.
Yeah, but you gave them to me.
That's true.
Yeah.
Just kind of sit down and wait.
Mhm.
Can Jix go to sleep right next to Ghost's body?
Y'all haven't been awake long enough to
Yeah,
warrant
we
a
haven't
long
been awake.
rest. Y'all have been awake for about
Just like a little
3 hours.
Just a little.
4 hours counting the long rest.
Mhm.
It's one hell of a morning.
Maybe just.
Yeah.
No, I'd say
Oh,
it's
they
probably
took my
closer to
apple juice.
it's probably closer to 5.5 hours because I forgot about breakfast. But
Mhm.
With that,
I mean, we took a short rest. I mean, with that, I was able to get all my health back.
Yeah.
Basically.
Me
Mhm.
too.
Oh, really?
Almost all of my
basically all
health.
of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you roll decent
what
with
did I
your short
roll?
rest, you should be able
Mhm.
to get most of it back.
You hit start.
I
Yeah,
used
I didn't
most of
mean to,
my
but I got a nat 20.
I used most of my hit dice though. So
I used about half of mine.
yeah.
so what are y'all doing?
I'm eating the bread. That.
Yeah, the food hasn't been
They
dropped
give-
in yet.
The dirt pie, the mud cake. Mm.
Cake.
But eventually,
Cake.
sitting there for a few hours, kind of in silence. Eventually, these 4 tubes just through the grate kind of fall down into the mud.
4 tubes.
Tubes, yeah.
Mm.
Kind of walk over and it's like just kind of crack it open. There's a piece of bread about that big and an apple in each one.
In each one.
Bartholomew picks up one and throws the apple at Yasminir and starts eating at the bread.
What a bully.
It's not like he's gonna move.
Mhm.
Tears at the bread.
Like some sort of entertainment.
Something to do.
Mm.
The apple didn't hit Yasminir. Roll me sleight of hand to see if you catch it.
Me?
Just
No.
sitting in the corner and then
It's not like Bartholomew
okay.
threw it hard. He pretty much just went. It's a real lazy throw.
18.
18? Oh, yeah. No problem. Just snatch out the air and start eating at it.
I suppose we should divvy up the rations.
You guys
Oh.
can have mine.
Everyone
It's
picks
okay.
one. Bartholomew just keeps eating.
You have to eat, Jix.
I think
Mhm.
we
Yeah,
have
it's okay.
3 tubes left. Each one has 2 pieces of food.
Mhm.
There's 5 of us. So just pick, what do you prefer, an
Yeah.
apple or bread?
Chrono's gonna take an apple.
Bread.
I
I'm gonna
take
take a
bread.
I'll take an apple.
Fine.
There's enough for one person to get 2 pieces of food.
Mhm.
So it's up to y'all how y'all divide that last piece.
I get a bread, and half it, and give like the other half to Ghost's body.
Okay.
He
Remember,
fed us. Time to feed him.
he doesn't have to eat, remember? He would have said something like, "Oh, what is this? I don't like it. Back."
That is very much like us. But he fed us. So
We
I'm
should
gonna
return
feed
the
him.
favor.
As the hours drift by, eventually the sun sets and the cell falls into darkness. Y'all rest. Wake up in the morning. Days go on.
Did
and
that
on.
count as a long rest?
Yeah, long rest up.
Mhm.
I wanted to, the morning after
The next
the
morning,
first night,
kind of all of
to
y'all
try-
kind of cold, covered in mud.
give it my best shot of trying to
Roll me
split
athletics.
And it's impossible to like shimmy your hands out, huh?
11.
Just sitting there in the corner, just trying to pry it apart. No progress.
I'm gonna meditate and try to communicate
Okay.
with whatever voice is in my head.
Okay.
They keep you company.
No, I'm trying to find a way fucking out.
So one
Yeah,
of the things
tell
about
him, get us the fuck
one of
out
the
of
things
here.
about magic items, only certain of their effects will fail. Like they will be declassed. If it's a weapon, it'll be declassed in the damage bonus by 1, or it'll lose one of the effects it has. The ring only lost its invisibility. You can still communicate with Aeon Ray.
Mhm.
So you kind of sit there, reaching out to something. Just hear Aeon Ray's voice. Well, this is a difficult situation.
You don't tell me.
I can only see flashes of where you are. This, wherever you are, is severely dampening my powers within the ring. But there's definitely heavy warding in the area. I don't. No weapons, I assume, correct?
That's correct. Magic either doesn't work
Magic and
here.
weapons, well, that is predicament to say the least. I'm of no help then to you.
That's alright.
But
Since
yes, no,
I was just gonna
she
say.
was pretty much done. Like,
Okay.
it's like,
I was gonna say, well, we're sitting there, just kind of go. Well, since we don't have anything else to really do, got a couple of you answer some questions that I've had.
Yeah, we have nothing better to do. Go ahead.
Depends on the question.
Bartholomew kind of like sits up. He's like, he went back to the corner when the sun went down. And he kind of sits up from the corner. Like, well, I'm curious.
I don't recall you having that ring, Azra. Where'd you get it?
Neither do I.
My husband's.
It was his.
Yeah. And she like holds the ring closer to herself, like hiding it with her other hand.
Just kind of.
That wasn't your. That wasn't your band, was it?
She also has the other wedding band also on her other ring
Okay,
finger. So she has both wedding bands on her ring finger, and then this one on her. It's the middle on the right hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, good. So. One thing I did want to mention is that I felt like I wanted to share this with the rest of you. I've obviously underwent a lot of changes ever since grabbing that sword.
You're a fucking angel now. You have
Yeah,
fucking wings.
A bit of an understatement, my bud.
most obviously that part, but that same night I had a really strange dream. It was a nice one. I felt safe in there, and I felt that in a way my deity had reached out for me, and I think that's the first time that's ever happened. Most of the time, it's me, kind of, I don't know, putting my voice out there and hoping that something responds. But this time it responded.
That must
And,
be nice.
What did it say, if you don't mind my asking?
She, Zernafe,
Was she
you know,
was she pretty?
very much so. But I don't know. She kind of, not directly, but she put me on a path of essentially becoming a true angel. This isn't this isn't. I'm not an angel. I'm as close as one could get, but I'm not it. And she's tasked me that she's given me the opportunity to become one, a true angel, and be, I don't know, a champion of some kind, but I don't know if I can do that. I mean, we're all flawed, right?
Mm.
All that stuff happened. So I don't know if it's something I'm able to achieve.
I mean, I'm sure if she believes in you enough to give you guidance in such a way, then I'm sure you have the potential for it.
Have any of you have that kind of experience before?
You can't say I have.
Not
Any sort
not
of-
with like deity or anything, but
No?
I can understand what you're saying.
It's really
there's-
scary.
But like I don't blame you at all. You barely turned into angel. You still have a lot of things to learn and how to grow. So don't beat yourself up. You have a lot of potential, and I believe that you can do it. And it's really cool that she got to talk to you. Very pretty ladies just like to talk to you, huh?
I suppose so.
But it's really nice that she wanted to guide you.
Mm.
And she didn't believe in you, then I don't think she would have talked to you. You've got this.
Here's to not letting anyone down.
So as you are having this conversation, if the sky that you can see above the grate begins to cloud, and then it starts to rain. The dome
And
is
it falls
shaped
into the...
minimally. The dome is shaped so that
Okay.
most of the water runs off, but some does obviously fall through the grate, and you kind of get now why the floor is so muddy. Anytime it rains, it's going to fall through the grate and get some water on the floor. So, more mud.
Yay.
Can Jix try
And-
to wash yourself?
The city of Iron Wills is not. Yeah, you can try. Roll me survival. Actually, what I was saying, don't roll. You can wash most of the blood off your fur. The city of Iron Wills is not far from the coast, so rainstorms are kind of common.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. I just was rolling stuff in that.
As we like see the water, Lyra will also take a minute to like put his head underneath it and let the water go. And just
It's
kinda...
not like a heavy rain. It's like a light rain right now, but you can get wet enough to wash blood and yeah, you can get wet enough to wash at least any blood that's like not stained off. Clothes will probably need some extra work, but fur and skin it kind of can wash off of no problem.
Another thing that sparked my curiosity is obviously my eyes are different, and
They are not glowing right now. They're just like these weird gray glass orbs.
you know, but you've let me see a lot more. I've known you've had that ring, Ezra, ever since I became an angel. I was able to see it. I understand if you wanted to keep it secret, but at this point everyone knew, so I just had to ask.
What's your
But,
question?
I have a question actually.
what's that?
I don't suppose that ring is just purely ornamental, is it?
No, it's not.
I have a question.
Fuck off, mate. This isn't about you. It's between us right now.
What's your
Yeah.
What's your question, friend? But keep in mind that if we answer honestly, you're gonna
You owe us a
owe
question
us
as well.
a question.
It's a question for a question, I understand. You know, as a group of people being put down here, you guys really do not know each other, do you?
I've traveled alone for a very long time. I travel
Yes,
with these
yes,
people for
yes,
quite.
Munir. 1 second, sorry. Yes, Munir, you to make me a perception check. Just something real quick. Oh, fades into the void.
20. Not
Nat?
net.
Not Nat?
No.
So,
15
kind
and
of,
5.
I assume kind of scooting closer to the group. Or staying in the corner.
Scooting closer.
Okay, so kind of moving closer. You smell the familiar scent of obsidian sand. And the same inks that the books in the Arcanist library are written in, of which you know quite well.
Oh,
Mm.
Okay.
Alright,
okay,
I was
okay.
Just let you know that.
Okay.
You kind of with the 20, you kind of look at some of their boots, and the areas where it's not completely covered in mud, you can see like the black sand kind of still stuck some of their boots and clothes.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys been somewhere with obsidian nearby, huh?
That's 2 questions.
You owned us one.
I learned
Okay.
that trick, not in the best of places, but it's a trick.
Oh, I
Facing
think I
down
know
an
what you're talking
archdevil.
about.
Oh yeah, you would at least have some working knowledge of there being something in that place, of there being what's in that place, not what's in the pyramid, but what is in that place. The devil. You would have working knowledge. There is a lot of devils in that place.
So, you guys have met a devil, or at least been in a place that I know very well.
That's 3 questions.
You guys aren't asking me any questions back.
Well, but we're keeping track of how much you owe us.
Yeah. I still need answers, so.
Well, here's my thing. How do you recognize the sand? Because we have not been in anywhere normal where we found the sand. So it really freaks me out the fact that you know what we're talking, where we've been, considering that place was very difficult to get into.
What's your relation to it?
I think we all know what we're talking about, right?
I don't think our buddy over here does.
Bartholomew's like, I don't care. I'm just here for the ride.
Yeah. Let's just say I know how to transverse my way to that area real well.
You've been in the orb before.
I guess you could say that, yeah.
It's not an I guess, it's a yes or no.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, man. Sometimes, it's hard for me to trust what some people are talking about. I didn't talk to our friend over here for a little bit because of, other dealings, but...
That seems fair. Don't blame you.
Just because I'm marked like a heretic doesn't mean anything.
That's not what I meant, either way.
He's a nice guy.
I really don't like you.
I don't like you
You're
either.
Not you.
You're alright, Bartholomew.
She wasn't talking to you, she was talking to Bartholomew.
But good to know.
Feelings mutual, lady. And he kind of looks over now. He's like, by the way, I forgot to ask yesterday, but is there now 2 of you?
Twins. We're twins.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
Just kind of goes back to sitting.
Yeah, they better get me out of here before I throw a hand with Bartholomew.
Yeah, we've been there. We've met a couple of fiends.
Can Jake scoot up to Bartholomew?
You said go up to Bartholomew, right?
Oh yeah, I like scooch over and be like, do you have any stories? How did you... what did you say?
Even believe. Trust me on that.
It must be very good then. How did you get... Does he have like a lot of scars on his chest and stuff?
He's covered in fair and say sunbrands. He's got on his chest, like abdomen alone, he's got maybe 20 of them. On his back, you don't know. In his arms, he has several. He has about 4 down each arm. And yeah, he's scarred heavily.
I point to them and be like, "How did you get these?"
I'm from Dravost, which is a couple 100 miles south of here. Well, inland, I don't know, but from Port City, Oregon, it's about a couple hundred from the most northern Dravost port. Um, they don't particularly like the arcane magic down there. Bunch of religious fanatics, if you ask me. And anyone caught practicing the magic illegally gets one of these, and then either put in a prison that has a massive anti magic barrier, or they're executed by what was his name? The Dragon of Faransay. Dragonborns. Seems to always be bad luck with those little bastards. But yeah,
Have you ever been in one of those anti-magic prisons?
uh,
We seem to be in a similar one right now.
Yeah.
it was a lot different than this one. This one is weaker, I think. It's much smaller, obviously.
Hmm.
When I was in this, probably a few hundred square miles, and not the active immortal. At least that's what the propaganda said. Propaganda said it was a gift from Faransay himself to save them from the cursed arcane users. If you ask me, one of those stick up their ass Faransay followers dabbled into some arcane and made it themselves using some mix of the two, but got no proof of that. So instead,
How'd you
it's a
manage to get
propaganda
out?
machine. Well, I was never there. I just heard rumors from ones who did escape about, say, 25 years ago, give or take a year. Mass exodus.
They give any details as to how they get out? Some tips and tricks on how to crack
Well, I doubt that'd be
a
helpful here, considering
nutshell?
they rode wyverns off the island.
Quite the
But
escape route.
you're telling me. Didn't get to hear a whole lot about how they learned it, as I was told how they escaped, and then my place was immediately raided by some of the freaking what are they called? They call themselves the Sunblades, part of the Dragon of Faransay's personal anti-mage battalions. They were quick to remove us. I just barely managed to escape. Most everyone else there was recaptured, at least those who had escaped before. I managed to escape that capture and managed to make it onto a ship in Shimmerport. Managed to get out of there. I was a close one, though, I will say that much.
I would imagine.
But I was caught once before and did manage to pay off some guards. That's why I'm covered in brands. I was to be an executed prisoner originally, but all people the same. They can all be bribed. That's why I give Iker credit, at least for what he's done here. None of his soldiers or guards are people.
Smart plan.
Machines with no soul.
What race was Bartholomew again?
He's human.
Hmm.
Human?
Yes.
Any stories where you almost like, I don't know, got captured, almost like got off a bridge? Like, is there any interesting stories like that? Or you got chased? You know, like little doggies and stuff.
I fled religious persecution, more or less, across an ocean and across a continent.
That
It's
one's
quite
not
an
as fun.
interesting story. Well, I say
Well,
it
what
was.
other interesting?
Well, I worked with Obereth for some time before he was served on a platter to the advisor, to say the least.
Oh,
Yeah, he did not make it out of that. He was not wise enough to surrender to the advisor, and yeah.
what did he have against the advisor? Like I know a lot of people hate
He was
advisor.
part
He's
of a
very bad guy.
UPK force. Something okay, I guess I can tell y'all now, but I couldn't tell y'all then. Oberth had stolen something he really shouldn't have taken there. Artifact from the Sentinels.
What did he steal?
It was a remember that shield he was carrying? Real decorative. It was some kind of artifact for Zatrock. My knowledge of it is limited, but it kind of helped for a while, and then the advisor blew through him when the advisor was there, and then freaking three massive warforged the size of small houses showed up, and yeah, it was too much for Oberith, to say the least. Oberith and me, but yeah, so thank
You want
goodness.
another shot at him?
Well, I want to get the hell out of here. Tell you
I
that.
think we all want that.
You misunderstand. I want to get as far away from this place as possible. I left to
personal
save
vendetta, then.
I left to save myself last time when I left Jervos, and I thought Cronon would be a nice safe place for Arcane. Turns out you take a one odd job with a knight, and you get yourself thrown in prison again. But as soon as we're out of here, I'm going far north as I can get, out of harm's way of this war.
That's smart.
The two factions fight it out and say you help the victor when it's all over.
I apologize.
You're fine.
What did he say?
Put that on the editor's note.
Let's keep it going. So, I believe Yasminir over here is still not, it's still not asked him questions yet,
Mm-hmm.
but I'll leave y'all to it now.
Where are you from? Like, just near.
Well, you guys have been there, I guess.
You're from in there.
You're
Yeah.
from the Orb?
Were you born in there?
Mm-hmm.
You have
Yeah.
Manpa? Whoa.
I was born in there, and I didn't really want to stay there long. It's a long story of bad times, troubled times.
What, like, now that he's kind of gotten close, can I get a better look at him? Like, can I gauge, like, an age range?
What does he look like?
Like,
Roll me,
adolescent, adult?
roll me insight. Yeah, roll me insight.
Okay.
All of us, or just a liar?
Just liar for now. He called it first.
22.
22. He has elven features. Like he has the sharp ears and like the eye structure, like the kind of this part of his face is kind of structured like an elf, but he has more of a rounded humanoid face and very not elven hair. It's curly and short. So he'd probably be bet. He's probably a half elf. As for
Half
age
elf.
range, mid-20s to late 20s, maybe early 30s at the latest, but it's hard to tell.
All right.
Age among elves and half elves is kind of hard to tell, anyways. Live a
Yeah.
lot longer than most people, so age is kind of funny for them.
So, but like age range, young adult type.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
So is
Would
there
you
like
piss off to get you thrown in?
civilization?
So, would you piss off to get yourself thrown in here?
It's more of just being caught in places I shouldn't be.
Light?
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're all in the same place for the same reason. That orb is kind of a double-edged blade.
It really is.
Provides a lot of use, but man, you could get fucked up there.
That is true.
This point has brought us more bad than good, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
So does that mean that there is like clan or civilization in there?
There's places to stay, kinda, but it's not the best place I'd ever stay.
I mean, it was described as a labyrinth. I'm sure there's all sorts of places in there that
Mm-hmm.
we didn't even, sort of
I'm sure there's
see.
at least one safe haven.
I really hope so.
Hope so as well.
One more thing. Mentioned it a little bit earlier, but for a while there, while we weren't in here, um, with my eyes, I was able to see. I guess the best way to describe it would be auras, spirits, visual representation of yourself from the inside. It was pretty interesting. Would you guys like to know what I saw?
As a matter of fact, I would.
That's quite interesting.
Do you need me to
Yeah, it's like
redescribe
stories.
all of
I
them?
remember them.
Okay,
I remember
gotcha.
them.
Gotcha.
I remember them. All right. I'll start with all right. Jix. Yours was
Yeah.
yours was very vibrant, vibrant blues and vibrant yellows. It was
Oh, that's so cool. Like my clothes.
And kind of like it was all kind of cloaked in this faint gold as well.
very
so
golden.
cool.
It was very nice to look at. It was really good. I like it.
Thank you.
Chrono,
Mhm.
yours seemed to be made up of almost multiple gears working in sync. Very similar to your magic, actually. I like how it matches.
Makes sense.
Oh, and like his little clock.
Yes, yes.
Mhm.
Thea, yours was almost shadowy. It didn't unnerve me though. It was very mystical, mysterious almost, but that's kind of how you work.
Are you going to describe ghosts as well?
I was, yeah.
Okay, just
Also managed to see ghosts while he was still alive. His was very strange. It was almost like a patchwork of what used to be whole, and there seemed to be like threads loosely flowing out of it. It felt like I could grab it and pull and it would just fall apart.
Mhm.
I don't know what any of this means. I just get a feeling for these types of things. And Ezra. Uh, I don't I don't want to like put you on the spot. Again, I still don't fully understand what all these mean or what they're supposed to symbolize. But I really did not like yours.
Why? Scared you much?
Yes, actually, very much so.
What did you see,
It
Larry?
was I don't know. It was like like almost slimy and there were faces on it and it looked like it was in pain just shifting across her body. It just seemed really unnatural and I don't know. I don't know if do you know anything about this, Azra? Is this something that sounds familiar to you?
No.
So quick DM interjection, real quick. As far as Ezra was concerned, the entity she has been tied to has been Idros, where she gets her magic from, and auras are affected by magic.
Mhm.
So like Chrono is greatly affected by Mechanus, so he has a very
Yeah.
cog gear-like aura.
Mhm.
Thea has a bunch of shadow magic type things, so hers was kind of a shadow aura. Jix, while she doesn't have magic, she has some like natural energy manipulation stuff, so she kind of had this faint golden sheen, like Kai, whatever. Um, Ghost, his was unique in its own way because he used artificery, but it didn't fit like your standard presumption of what like artificery was. It was weird. His was so strange
It was like more manipulated by the fact that his soul was like shattered
that he
almost.
was broken. Yes, there was a lot
Yeah.
more influence from that. But Idris's domains are shadow, spiders, uh,
Clowns,
drow. She's the
scary things.
evil drow goddess, and yeah, that was very much not drow like, so to speak.
Would Lyre know that there's a connection between the auras and the magic? I mean,
Roll me Arcana.
the shadow thing with Thea and the cog thing for Kronos.
Roll me insight at advantage because of those two. Those two make it very obvious. So roll me at advantage.
Ooh, that's really good. 27.
Yeah, you can put together that it's tied based on Chrono and Thea's. There is probably an innate tie to magic. You don't know like. There's obviously quite a bit of strength over it because Chrono's whole aura was this cog work of brass, gold, silver, all these different like shades of metal across his body. Thea's was very much shadow-like, and she manipulates shadows around her and that kind of thing. Um, and you kind of saw like your own aura on your arms, and it was green with like what looked like music across it, and kind of pink and white notes. But Ezra's was
That's what
disturbing to say the least.
Was throw up worthy?
I
You
mean,
gag in front of her.
it's not great.
Ezra, we've been through a lot, and I really want to be able to fully trust you because in my head you've earned it. But what I saw is, I don't know, it's really unnerving. Where do you get your magic from? Is it
With
a
the
natural thing, or are you connected to something like Chrono is with Mechanus?
I am connected to something.
What is it?
Do you want to say?
DM, who am I connected to?
Idros. Well, that's what
You
that's what you presume.
You would think it was
Okay.
Idros.
Okay.
Then that's your choice
That's
to
your
share it.
presumption.
Like, yeah.
However, remember,
From
just remember, um, Idros.
Liar and Jix.
No, Idros, very, very, very frowned upon in the surface drow society. That is very
And
much an
when we
old
were
drow thing now.
when we were in the
Floating that.
drow library, Liar and Jix went off to read, and they read about Idros. It's like, this guy's bad news. We should
oh,
Sacrifices, a lot of fucked up shit.
sacrifices, evil
Mm.
rituals. Nah, this guy's.
So what?
She hasn't
It was
said
it was
yet.
a female, right?
Yes.
Idros is a woman.
Yes,
Okay.
Isn't
she's
isn't
presented as a
she?
female drow.
Okay.
Didn't
Okay.
you send it in the server where she was like very?
No, that was
low-key
something
stuff?
else. That was
Oh,
official D&D stuff.
got you.
if you, I'll tell you if you promise to not look down on me in a different light.
I won't look down on you if you don't give me a reason to.
I
All
can't
right.
look down on you if I already look down on you. So no, I'm just kidding.
From what my husband told me, and from what I know, the way that I get my powers is by Idros. I am connected to her in some kind of way.
Big no. Thea, Jix, and Lyre all like,
Big red flag. Oh
yeah,
no.
because
Never heard of it.
Thea, you obviously modern or surface drow standards. It's like, oh, fuck. And you two have read about what Idros did or what her practices were, and it's like,
Oh no.
kind of seeing the look on Thea and Jix's face. It's kind of like, all right, all right. Added question. Um, is this was that like a willing decision? Because well, for example, um, when I grabbed the sword, I did not know I was going to become an angel. That was purely on accident. So was that something similar with you? Maybe you grabbed your sword, and it's like, hey, welcome to my servitude. It's me, Idros.
Or did Adrian force you on it and make you believe that it was good?
What do you think Idros is, by the way?
Yeah. How?
I've heard about Idros. My society has talked about how bad she is, how awful,
Mm-hmm.
horrendous person.
Keep going. Lots
Yeah,
more.
and
Add more adjectives.
but once I met Adrian a couple months when I left Luna when we turned 18, I was practically a nobody. I didn't make anything of myself, and he promised me I'll be something great. So I followed him, trained under him, and I train in the same way that he did, such how I do it right now. And little did I know, I have ties with Idros. So,
Did you just want
yes,
to
I
become
knew it was
something?
Idros from the very start, but I was too blindsided of wanting to become something greater.
so the four of you who know something about Idros, Thea, Lyre, Jix, Ezra, the description of an Idros follower, like they leans into shadow and spiders, chaos. There's lots of these things that fall into Idros's domain. What Ezra's aura is, from those of you who've read, actually roll me a history check. Thea,
Me?
Thea, Lyre, and Jix. Roll me history checks.
Okay. History.
That was loud.
Ugh, that's
Yeah.
bad.
20 not nat.
20 not nat.
15.
Good.
15.
Good.
What was yours, Lyre?
Good. 8.
8. Thea and yours was, what was yours, Thea?
20 not nat.
20 not nat. Jix yours was 18.
15.
15. Okay, so the both of you get some knowledge off passing. Having read through the book with Lyre, based on how he described Ezra's aura, and if it is indeed tied to magic, her aura would be shadowy or like made of spider silk or something along those lines. This is something. It's not what it should be, based on just the
The
description
vibes
alone.
don't match up.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just not something that like fits together properly. It's like, here's this as supposed source, but it's like, here's what it should be, here's what it is. Like it doesn't. It
It's like,
doesn't.
you say you follow the goddess of spiders, but you have mosquitoes as your aura.
Faces
Something
and
isn't matching up.
tentacles. Faces, tentacles,
Yeah.
eyes. Like it's very much not the right.
False Hydra.
Roll me. What is it? Is it okay? So, What's everyone's passive perception?
15.
15?
13.
13. Well, minus Ezra for now.
Okay.
18.
19.
19.
19. Okay.
13.
13. All of you have enough to notice Ezra is still wearing the gold medallion that Adrian had appeared of out of the tower. Correct? You're still wearing it?
Mhm.
Assume so, yeah. Liar, Jix, and Thea, y'all saw enough to recognize Idro's symbol. Even with your 8, you still kind of recognize the symbol. It's quite distinct. It was a spider, like the body of a spider, with a sword in the front 2 legs, like sticking out of it, like it's holding it, and then this long, like from the back of the spider web that has like people stuck in it.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Roll me religion, everyone who, everyone noticed the medallion.
Okay.
So everyone roll religion.
I'm good at religion. Let's go.
Oh, 16.
16,
22.
13.
22, 22. Okay,
19.
19. Liar.
25.
25. All right, Jix.
13.
13. Liar and Yasminir. Yeah. The both of you kind of stare at this medallion now, thinking about it. Yasminir, from having been, the place you've been inside the orb, the symbol matches that of a giant like this. In one of the rooms, there's this giant orb with this symbol carved into it, and it's floating above the ground, and is covered in wards, hundreds of magical wards surrounding this thing. The symbol, which is an eye, it's a singular, like greenish colored eye. It's hard to tell on the medallion because it is a solid gold medallion. But the one on the orb that you had seen before was a green eye casting light down on a book with tentacles coming out of the eye and holding the book in place.
Cool.
Liar, your knowledge of this comes because y'all two rolled the highest in this. It was a high save or high check. So 25. You get, with your newfound knowledge of religion that seemingly came from nowhere.
I know, huh? It really
You
did.
get this. A 25 was what was needed to figure out what it was. So
Yeah.
you get this sinking feeling in your stomach. There's a small tinge of remembrance from having read some of the books in the Arcanist library over various forms of the evil that exist in the world. You remember briefly, but skimming over it because it's not what you were looking for, but you remember briefly reading about something called the Forgotten Word, and you remember that as its symbol. And kind of go back even further, you're thinking, and then a name comes to mind. Zarius.
Say it. Oh.
Xaris. Zarius.
Xaris?
Zarius, yes. Xaris. The
The
Forgotten
forgotten
Word.
word.
And it is considered, Zarius, the Forgotten Word, is
Sorry.
considered a great old one of the oldest beings in existence, from a place known as the Far Realm, a twisted, demented version of reality, filled with monsters only even your worst nightmares couldn't imagine.
Haha.
When you're all high.
Yeah. Yeah. Big no.
Yes. I've been waiting to talk about that medallion forever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's cool.
Gave that to you so long ago, and I've just been sitting on it.
Just kind of look around at everyone. Because I know Thea and Jix both realize that it doesn't match,
Yeah.
and even Yasminir is kind of like, Sus.
Doesn't know a lot about ores, but he recognizes the symbol. He recognizes it from something. Oh,
I hate to interject.
one
But,
part of something I almost forgot. But with the 22 and your background or backstory, you would also have remembered the room name, because each room does have a name inscripted on the walls, or like on the archway. The room was called the Cataclysm.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
But it was whatever was in the whatever it within the labyrinth, whatever was inside this glass opaque orb and heavily warded. All you know is it was called is Chronisty decided to call the room the Cataclysm.
That's no good.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are all good, I presume, right?
I think that's what we're
Yes.
trying to figure out.
Yeah. So where did you get that necklace, might I add?
This, I like swing it around a bit,
Mhm.
showing
Yeah.
it off. My husband gave it to me.
I'm going to very slowly put my hands on Ezra's neck and just end it on. No, I'm just kidding.
Just killer.
The world will
wait.
be a better place.
Hands
no.
off my sister.
Yeah. I'll be like, Ezra.
Yeah.
Um. Let's keep an open mind. Again, I don't know everything.
Keep
This
an
is
open
purely
mind,
off.
eh?
Yes. Keep an open mind. Um. You know, everyone makes bad choices. I've made my fair share, but I think that you've accidentally stumbled upon something very bad. See, I have the strong inclination that you don't actually follow Idros. I mean, a couple Jigs kind of saw a little bit of, you know, it doesn't really match, but that symbol on your medallion, I've actually seen it before, only recently, when we went into the library in the orb. I was looking at stuff about, basically greater powers. I was interested in, where the sword came from and who was the devil and stuff like that we met, and actually came across a bit of information that I think might match up with your aura and that medallion and your what you're going through right now.
So you're telling me that my husband set me up for worse, lied to me?
I really do not mean to
Is that what you're
speak.
trying to say, liar?
I'm not trying to speak bad of the dead, but I think he might have also been tricked as well. Because this thing is, I read about it. I think it's you're gaining your power from a thing called Zarias, and the book described it as almost an ancient horror that lives in a place called the Far Realm. Nightmare fuel is what it is.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Why I
It,
didn't hear the same voice twice.
you heard a voice?
Yeah. And I will say the words that he told me. He
Oh my
Yeah.
god,
Yeah.
Who
That
did
was pretty
that?
good.
Who did that? Was that you, liar?
that was me.
You almost peaked it with that. You're gonna give someone
Ooh.
hearing damage when they watch if someone watches this
Uh-oh.
whole video. God damn it.
Sorry.
man.
Apologize
Good
for
Good
that.
job.
Put like 5 seconds before it happens, just put
Yeah,
ripped
just
Warning.
or
Yeah,
add
audio
Loud.
warning.
headphones,
Warning.
like warning.
Put it.
Loud.
I'll put it in the
Please.
open space on the bottom left. Just
Oh,
warning.
man.
Loud.
Warning, loud demonic noises.
Turn down
To
volume.
be fair, it's
Okay, continue.
Okay. You know how I meditate, right?
Yes.
Well, while I was meditating, I did heard a voice. It wasn't the first. It was different. It wasn't
Do you need me to
like the
re-describe
one
the
that.
scene you were set in?
No, I remember it really well.
Okay, so the four
It
blue
probably
eyes,
traumatized her.
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
hmm
Very different, yeah, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
one thing that was really small, I think I said really quick when I first described this, there was ever faintest noise of ticking in the background.
Okay, ticking.
Uh-oh.
All right.
That's bad.
While I was meditating, I wasn't in the same place that I was before for the first time. There was something floating, and I heard a voice, a very booming voice, and I couldn't quite place where it came from. And then eyes started to appear, cat-like. And then in the background, slight ticking noise, like I don't know. But and then he spoke to me and said, "Find your manipulators and destroy them so you may be free." And with that, he was gone.
One more thing. Remember, that is also now written on the sword.
Oh,
That is what the text on the sword now says as well.
oh yeah, I lied about the sword hilt. That's why I had a great fascination towards it.
Do you
Yeah.
want to explain what happened after that vision?
Oh, after that, I got out of my meditational state and I looked down at my hands and I had those words written and glowing, and I had the sword hilt.
In Draconic, might I add.
Draconic.
The text was in Draconic across her fingers.
Was it like carved or was it like
No,
glowing?
it disappeared shortly after. It was just like this faint glow that then faded after a few minutes.
But like magically written almost.
Yes.
Like with a magical pen.
Yeah.
So to
It
speak,
wasn't
yeah.
like etched into your
No.
skin.
It would be right there if that was the
Jesus.
case.
Do you grab the sword? Do you kind of pull out the sword hilt to show it? To like show the
Yeah.
sword hilt, I guess. Okay, since you haven't messed with this thing really since, and last time you were in broad daylight, you were a well-lit room. When you grab the sword hilt, the words glow on your fingers again.
Ta-da!
And
I'm magic.
the text on the sword also glows.
And that's what it
The
says.
same faint silvery color.
Find your manipulators and destroy them, and you'll be free.
Yep.
But what manipulators?
Yeah, who are
That's
the
what I'm
manipulators?
trying to figure out.
Do you feel trapped?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
And did you start feeling this way after you met Adrian?
No,
Or
it was after he died. More like it. Yep.
Are you afraid of this thing?
You may call me crazy, but I find it comforting a bit.
Wait, the second the draconic stuff?
Yeah.
Or okay, the draconic stuff. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
The first one, the first voice, she made me do something bad that I regret.
What did she make you do?
Who? Yeah.
Remember while we were in Draka and we were having dinner with the Alexanders after we left Papa Alexander's house?
Mm-hmm.
You know, we went to bed and I snuck away, went to Papa Alexander's house, and I murdered him in his sleep.
You're a terrible person.
Don't you think I fucking know that?
Oh, I'm just putting it into your skull. It seems that before you even ran into your husband, you were a worthless piece of shit. But
Yeah, you're not wrong. I was.
I guess you said he's dead, right? I guess that's one manipulated gun.
Why?
Hmm.
Why would you do that?
The voices told me to, liar.
And you
So you
just
just
listen to
listen?
them?
The voices also said she would have her husband back if she did it.
Do you mention that?
No,
I
no, I
assu-
didn't.
I
I
assumed
haven't said
that
that
would
yet.
be. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The voices said that I should take his knowledge and he will come back. Adrian would have come back, and I needed answers to why he left in the first place, and I wasn't going to risk that. He was gone for 2 years without saying why, and this was my chance.
So you lied to us.
Yeah, I lied about a lot of things as we stayed together for a very long time.
This
Then
isn't
don't lie.
this isn't the path of healing.
Don't you think I fucking know that, liar?
Right, but we
Did you
need
know
to,
that at the time?
I didn't think that Adrian was gonna die, did I?
please tell me you still don't listen to them. Have you done anything else since then?
Mhm.
No.
The smoky voice did warn you about the false Hydra.
Oh, yeah, the voice did warn me about the false Hydra that was laying in Luna.
You're you're being manipulated, Ezra. That's the only thing I can think of. That's what these things do to people who want something, anything. They just wave it in front of your face and make you do terrible things.
I don't want it anymore.
Ezra.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
As you say that,
Oh no.
Oh,
Ooh.
I'm at tears, bro. I'm at tears right
I know.
now.
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
I'm about to start
Oh,
fucking
no.
crying.
Okay, I rolled really low, so nothing happens right now. Never mind.
Phew. Oh no. Cthulhu did not like that.
But I don't guarantee it'll be a good night of sleep.
Oh,
Oh.
jeez, man.
I was young. I made a stupid mistake. I got tangled in stuff that I shouldn't have been tangled with in the first place, anyways. I want to be the person I was before. Should have finished my priestess studies. Dad should have been proud. I bet Dad would be very disappointed, right, Thea? He would be disappointed on me.
No.
I strayed away from the light. I'm stuck in darkness and I can't get out. And I want to leave. This power took everything from me. My freedom, my husband, a friend. What's next? My sister? Jix? Liar? Chrono? Myself?
I'm so sorry for what I'm about to do. You just hear from the back. What the fuck?
This
yeah.
asshole, bro.
Bartholomew, this is really fucked up.
That's what
I
I'm
mean,
saying. Like, what the fuck? I get mistakes happen, but damn, I feel sorry for you.
this
That
this
that
dude's
was
watching like the wildest Korean drama
Yeah.
of all
Man has
time.
popcorn
Can I
just
go and
sitting in the
smack
back.
him?
He's like got a
Eating an
handful of
apple, though.
mud that he was fixing to throw, and he's like, I probably shouldn't do that.
God.
It's like, what the fuck did I? Sorry, I had to have Bartholomew
Yeah.
say
Guards, I
something.
won out. I won out.
Can I get a different cell? These people are weird.
He like throws mud. Boo!
Got thrown a little comic relief.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh, jeez.
sorry. Go back to what you were.
Yep. Go back to crying.
It's good for views. Go back to cry.
Come on, everybody cry. We got to get it for the thumbnail.
Thumbnails.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
Okay, sorry. Continue.
Yep.
I can help you if you'd like.
No, I think
There's
this is a battle I have to do on my own.
I understand.
Are you still holding the sword?
I don't.
Yeah, I'm holding it.
Okay, so you're still
It's a
holding it.
battle you've been losing by yourself so far.
Mhm.
Who has a perception over 15?
Ay, ay, ay.
Ezra, do you? Ezra, do you have a
Ezra.
perception over 15?
Oh, I have 13.
passive.
My bad.
Okay, so you don't notice
Passive.
this.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I
Everyone
don't
else,
notice it either.
you notice the text on her fingers shift and rearrange itself. Did any of y'all read Draconic?
No.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let's go, yes, dear. Let's go.
Let's go, buddy.
Read it. Read it, bro.
Simply on her face, and you see also like the small bit of text you can also see on the hilt of the sword. See, the text has changed. It says, "You're never alone with friends."
I don't mind if I step in, but I happen to read Draconic, and your hands are.
So you kind of look down, and you notice the text has changed, but you can't read Draconic
Nope.
right now. So yeah.
No.
Well,
Oh, I can't read it.
would you like me to tell you at least?
Sure, why not? It's on my fucking hands.
It talks about how you're never really alone without friends.
With friends.
With friends.
That's right, you know. You don't have to do it alone. Gotten yourself in a hole by trying to do it alone. It's time you depend on all of us.
You've strayed from the light, but the light is still there.
You know, I may be a outsider, but not every single battle has to be alone, even your own. Sometimes you always need someone with you, and well, I could tell that you guys really needed a time to talk, and I guess being put in a hole with two other people with no real sight of surviving.
You're
and
losing it. You're losing it.
only eating bread and
Started so
Either
good.
way,
You're losing it.
I think everybody here could help you at least in a way. You just need to put more trust and put trust in yourself that you can stride away from darkness, from problems, from pain, and start to be, well, much more happy and not stuck in a hole.
It's cheesy, but he's right.
Yeah.
For a stranger, you're quite wise.
Nah. I've been
I'm
in a
not.
hole for a while.
I'm not wise.
I've had a lot of.
He's thought a lot about stuff while in the hole.
I've had a lot of thinking to do. It's okay.
Oh, one thing I almost forgot. When the text changed, Ezra, you would have been the only one that can see this, but you could see the sword has a faint like just faint sparkle along where you would assume the rest of the blade went. It extends out a few inches, curves out, and then hooks into what looks like an axe at the top of it,
Oh,
Oh.
and then
That
it
looks pretty-
fades.
I'll keep that to myself.
Alright. You're the only one that can see it, but only one that can see it.
thank you for sharing.
Mhm.
You've been through quite a bit together, and I know that this group just keeps running into loss.
Yeah, I'm no
But
stranger to it.
at this point, we have no other choice but to just stick together. I mean, we've made plenty of people who would want to hang our heads on the wall,
Hmm.
and if we try to face problems on our own, we'll end up as decoration. I really think that. I know it sounds bad, but I think that Ghost really gave us an opportunity. I think this is the point where we stop fucking around. Gotta take stuff seriously now. We can't keep losing people.
I agree with that. I think
Step
Lyra's
one
the
is
point.
getting out of here.
We need a plan.
Well, there is no getting out of here as far as we can tell for the time being. So, may as well sit back and wait. Stay the best we can for the time being. Only so much that there was only so apparently y'all are needed for a job. Well,
Mm.
maybe not the
That's true.
elf, but 5 of you will definitely be getting out of here. So have faith in that.
It's half elf.
Same difference.
That's
No, it really ain't, sir.
May I ask a question?
Yeah.
The
Go
3
ahead.
of you who have, well, 4 of you, but you don't count because you're clearly not an elf, you little green man. The 3 of you who do have pointed ears and are have elf blood. You're all. Never mind. I better keep that comment to myself. He
Uh-oh.
goes
Yeah,
back.
you better fucking.
No.
We, you
I
almost
think it's a
getting
bit too late
beat to
for
death
that.
in your rope.
He just
Person
goes
White.
back to rubbing his thumb on the wall. Who has a passive perception over? Does anyone have a passive perception over 20?
Mm-mm.
No one. Okay, never mind. No one
Jeez.
catches it then.
Dang it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. They are
19.
so
Could we
close.
just. Oh.
Hmm.
Did both of
Tiny
you
bit
just?
more. Dang.
Your dead ally would have really hoped there.
He wrote on the wall like kill all elves or something.
No.
Oh no.
It was just a little thing that doesn't really matter, but
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't matter. Not yet, at least.
Doesn't.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Trust
Uh-huh.
nothing, right? Just
Every time you say a little detail doesn't matter, that's always a lie.
It's always a lie.
not always.
Not always.
The food is eventually dropped into the room, and then another day passes, and then another
Question,
day. Yes.
I remember something
Okay.
about Sir Bartholomew,
Mhm.
and I never really got to, you know, elaborate on it.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is, throughout like
The
the
time
course
you're
of
in
a
here.
day,
Okay.
yeah, I'm going to try to discreetly, like, feel out his head. Like I'll be like, oh hey, you got a little bit of dirt on your head, and like pat down his like head, his hair, like,
Okay.
pat his forehead, stuff. I'm gonna look really dumb, but
Roll me.
I'm
roll
kinda-
me.
I'm kind of I'm
Roll me
following something. I'm
performance.
following something.
Roll me performance.
Let me
Roll me
let me see this
performance.
through. All right, let me see this through.
Yeah, I got you.
That's really good. 26.
Oh my god.
I have a +9 to performance. Uh-oh.
Well, okay. As you kind of try and do that, he's like, he stands up and moves away. What the fuck's wrong with you?
You have something on on your hair.
So
Let
do
me get it.
you. Fuck off. Keeps moving away.
Damn
Fuck
it.
are you trying to touch me, weirdo?
Fuck.
This freak's got wings and he's trying to touch my head. It's gonna kill me, I bet.
Fuck.
Kind of walks to another corner and sits back down. It's just eyeballing you.
I'm in that corner. Hey, Bartholomew, you want to stay here?
He stands up and walks to the other one.
Yeah, that's what I fucking thought.
How many corners is in this prison?
6.
Because no matter what, he's gonna end up in a corner that like he's just like, nope, not this one. Gets back up.
You got the
It's a
stories.
hexagonal prison.
Alan Scott, answer your phone.
I don't. Could you?
Damn it.
First off, my phone hasn't gone off, so.
Damn it.
I texted you really important things.
I really wanted to pat down his head.
I don't know
Mimi's time.
if I could do it.
The thing is, you don't have the reasoning that I have for patting down his head.
No, it could be like,
Wouldn't
may I
have a
braid your hair? I don't know what like length of hair he has, but it could be like, can I braid your hair? Like go like that, trying to. I don't know. That would like freak him out and stuff.
That's kind of weird, buddy. I ain't gonna lie.
I had a reason, all right. I had a reason.
Listen, if you want, I can hold him down, and you can just try all you want. But
No, because this isn't like a thing. This isn't a real conversation we're having right now. I'm explaining to the party, like the real people, that I had a reason to try to grab his head.
What was it?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
Well,
it.
Explain later. I know exactly what he's because he rolled the highest on his investigation last time, y'all. But remember,
Yeah,
you're in an anti-magic prison.
that's what I thought too. But apparently, I don't know.
Yeah, because
That's why I asked you what race he was, and he's
liars.
still a human.
He's still human. Yeah, he still looks exactly the same.
But me and Liar, I remember because we rolled something and we could see like it
Oh,
was.
and we talked about it, didn't we?
Yeah, we talked about it. It wasn't. What was it?
Maybe he
It was
polymorphed.
like
True polymorph.
yeah,
for a
something
while.
like polymorph or something like that. It was.
No, you were
we
talking.
could see
I
like
saw-
a flash.
He had
I saw a
disguised
little bit
self
more
on.
than Jix.
He
Yeah,
had
I saw a
disguised
little
self
bit more than Jix.
Y'all know that
Oh,
out
okay,
of
gotcha,
character that
gotcha.
he had disguised self on. In character, you don't.
Right. obviously.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
But if his disguised self looks like how he looks like now,
or maybe
then-
it's not disguised self anymore. I mean, it should
then
like in your mind. It's like if it was a disguise, a magical disguise, it should
it
have
would have gone away.
But
Right.
he's still human. So
Right. I don't know.
yeah, no idea.
Who knows? Who knows?
Maybe it was just a trick of the sunlight on that day.
Oh, you bastard.
Hmm.
Call me a
A
bastard.
trick of the sunlight, huh?
All right.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it was.
Okay. So as the days go on, a week passes, and about halfway through that second week in prison. 1 second.
A stack of bread is on Ghost's body.
Yeah, we play Dungeons and Dragons while we're in prison.
As the days go on, about a week and a half passes. Food once a day. The 4 tubes drop down. And then about a week and a half after you were first put in, the door is opened and a rope is dropped down. Chrono, Thea, Liar, Jix, Ezra, Yasminir, please exit the cell.
How the fuck do they want us to exit? We can climb. With these
They drop. You can climb up the rope. It'll be difficult, but you can climb. It's just very difficult.
Do you think they
Well,
want to? Do you think
It's
they
also
want us to
only
hold her?
6 feet up. Most of you with your arms up can grab the ledge and pull yourself up if you have to.
Okay.
And if not,
Do
y'all
they
can
want us to
boost
hold
each
her, or-
other up, no problem. They just want you
Yeah.
out.
I guess
Everyone
I guess
get
we're
on my
leaving,
back.
buddy.
Yeah, you were called as well, Yasminir. So
Yeah.
Well, Buford, I'd like to say that I had a nice time hanging out with you, but you fucking suck and I hate you. Can I roll to hit him?
who?
The Buford.
Bartholomew.
My bad.
Bartholomew.
Yeah, Bartholomew.
Did you say
With an
Buford?
unarmed strike, sure.
Rest in peace, Bartholomew. Though.
Yeah.
You mean Buford?
Buford.
I
I mean-
grabbed ghost bodies.
At disadvantage.
Oh, I got a nut 20.
At disadvantage. At disadvantage, but yeah.
Uh-oh.
Bless you.
Thank you. What was the total?
I
19.
It hits his armor class still.
Yeah, the first one would have been a 27. The second one's a 19.
Roll. So it's
A nat
4
20
points.
with the
It's 4
4
points
points
of
of straight
bludgeoning.
damage.
Yeah. Okay. So as you're walking out, just in the nose, like, fuck you, man. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck me too.
He's wiping the blood off his nose.
Yep, we climb out.
I
Alright.
grabbed ghost body like before I climb out.
Kind of like
Yeah.
hold it and kind of like
I was
hold-
gonna say,
pass
like,
it up to someone.
Let's.
Yeah.
If he's like completely like split apart, we could probably
Like,
each carry like
yeah.
a different,
A
like
part
I'll
of it.
Yeah.
a
So
leg, and then
there's an
you'll carry the.
arm, there's a head, there's a torso and legs, and there's an arm.
I'll take his head.
I'll take an
It's a
arm.
real bucket of chicken.
Take both of his legs.
I can try taking his torso.
Torso's pretty big.
Yeah, I was gonna say
It's torso
I
and
think
legs.
Thea
it's-
Thea's the only one that's stronger than me, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Veneer.
I'll take. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but we
Or
don't trust him
or
with our
Yasmin here.
That's
friend's
Yeah, are we
body
gonna
yet.
are we gonna
No,
let Yasmin here carry
no.
the dead
No,
body of our
no.
friend?
I'm
Fair
taking
enough.
his
Kinda weird.
legs.
I'll take his torso.
Alright, so
Mm.
torso carrier. I need you to make an athletics check to get up out of the cell.
Okay.
Can I try and help her? Like if I go
Do you
first, like try to help her
One,
bring it
T3.
up.
23?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh.
You don't even need to help her. She pretty much
Never mind.
just jumps and catches her. Actually, all of yours high jumps should be enough to get y'all out. But yeah,
Bruh, we're just in here. Well, no, the door was
y'all
locked.
all get out.
Mm.
But yeah, the door
Alright.
was locked as well. Especially yours, because you have double high jump because of Satyr.
Yep.
Yeah, you all managed to get
Send.
out, no problem. Yasminir, you're the only one that has like traditional manacles. Everyone else has the freaking arm. All of your arms are just like bruised and sore.
Ah,
Mm.
yeah. Oh, do they get like unlocked?
You see standing there the advisor, with flanked by 2 Warforged. He looks at you, and kind of waves his hands, and the manacles split. But as they split, a chain forms between the two, and then another.
Normal.
The chain slides down and cuffs to your legs as well.
You could have done that a little bit earlier, don't you think, advisor?
Just kind of cocks his head sideways and turns around and walks back as the Warforged kind of grab y'all and drag y'all along.
Dang it.
Not very
Mm.
fucking smart.
Kind of march you away.
Waddle waddle.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You do not have any of your gear still.
Mm.
Right.
Ooh. I am the advisor,
Of the
Icar's
know
best
of.
man. Ooh.
Can I try something?
What would you like to try?
Oh my god, don't be stupid, please.
Yeah, never mind. I'm not doing
Don't be
shit.
stupid.
Alright, never mind.
Yeah, don't be stupid.
Remember,
Oh damn it.
City of Iron Will. Giant military base the size of a city.
Yep.
This is not a place you want to piss someone off in.
That was
Yeah,
good.
I'm
Alright.
holding myself back.
Let's get out.
Fireball.
Yeah, instantly.
As you get to this like raised platform, And it has this arcane equation scrawled out across the ground of it. The advisor looks at y'all. So where first? Mechanus or Avernus? Iker has elected to give you the choice for the time being.
Would you like to know whether they?
I
do
have
know-
more of a question.
You do know that we don't have any of the stuff that actually makes us effective in either
Your
of those.
gear will be provided back to you once you've passed through the portals.
Where should we go, guys?
What
We're
was your
still in the
question?
prison.
Yes, Manir?
Well, I kind of don't know these people, and you kind of just called my name. So am I being sent with them, or is this more of like a watch kind of thing?
The
I guess.
advisor walks over and just backhands Yasminir. You will do as told for the time being. Take 6 points of bludgeoning.
That's that +6 to strength, bro.
It's 5 plus 1.
Oh, never
Magic
mind.
hands, bro.
Magic hand.
Alright, so what is your preferred destination?
Anyone have a preference? Chrono, you have a
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Chrono.
Y'all
You
do not know much about Avernus. Chrono knows a little bit
Mhm.
more about Mechanus.
Yeah.
So
I
mean,
think Mechanus is definitely the smart option here. Save the more fun trip for last, I suppose.
Uh-oh.
Anywhere that I'm not standing next to this tin can next to me.
Ezra, you're
Yep.
gonna be next.
Yep.
We'll
I was expecting that
we'll
one.
head to.
Nat 20.
Nat
Get
20,
nat
yep.
20. Get nat 20, bro. Get nat 20.
turns to Ezra and just 10 points of bludgeoning damage from a backhand.
Yeah.
Or 12 points. sorry.
I respect the move. I respect the move.
Out of character, of course.
Right, out of character. I respect the move. I remember
Yeah.
when we
Out
got
of
captured by
character.
Drow a couple of campaigns ago. I would not shut my mouth, and they just kept stabbing me.
When will you learn that team
I'm
fight
the
is the good
Dante of this
answer?
group.
Yeah, a little bit, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
exactly.
I say Mechanus.
Why don't you and I go to a room and do that a little bit harder, don't you think? Tin Man.
You had 12
I think
points.
you made it at one point.
Yeah, at this point, we're like, please, Mechanist, we're going to Mechanist.
Yeah, Mechanus, please.
Just pressing the Mechanist button.
6 tickets to Mechanus, please.
I wiped like the
He
little bit
pulls
of
y'all-
blood.
Yeah, he has the Warforged pull you onto the circle, waves his hand around, and it whoosh, lights up, and you appear standing before the Mechanist portal. And
Oh, in his tower?
yes,
Is
Long
Adrian's
time
body
no
there?
see.
no, the mess
The
has been cleaned.
janitor
Janitor.
still hasn't.
It's been like
cleaned it
I
up.
don't get paid
a
enough to
month
clean
and
up
a
dead
half.
bodies.
It's been like a month and a half, almost 2 months
Yeah.
since Adrian's death. The advisor grabs Chrono out of the line, drags him over, and breaks his manacles with his hands, pushes him forward. Open it.
I open it.
No, the portal.
No.
Oh, the portal. Oh,
Yeah,
I thought.
He grabbed
So if
Chrono.
I'm
I
remembering
thought,
this
no?
correctly, there's only one way to
Portal.
open this portal, right?
A Mechanite has to
Blood.
open it, but you don't know how. Mechanus is not so old world that it'd work in blood magic.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Cut my life
Two-
into
two.
pieces.
Open sesame.
Okay, so you're trying to open the portal. Roll me an Arcana check before I have you do
Oh.
anything.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, we're fucked.
Oh my god.
Oh,
check.
we're fucked.
Rest in peace for Yasminir, bro. He was just chilling in a hole. Now he's getting sent to the realm of law and order.
Why not Arcana?
I get near. I get near Thea and I whisper in her ear.
You don't have
You
to
know
whisper
how-
anymore. Anti-magic's gone.
So you remember how I said
Oh.
open sesame, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nat 1.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Ah!
So nothing happens
Nothing
this
So I
time.
done what I ought to do.
The advisor looks annoyed and he takes out this crystal and puts it in your hand and says, "Listen,
Uh.
as an arcane equation starts playing through your head through this crystal. It's like
It's like that meme.
if you would like to take the time and take a 10, take a 10 and then add your bonuses, you will expend. You have a 5th level spell slot, right?
Yeah.
You will expend your 5th level spell slot and the portal will open.
Don't do it.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna try it again.
Okay, roll
You
me an
need that
Arcana
5th
check.
level.
You have advantage now, though, because you have been shown the equation. You have advantage.
Ah.
You have advantage. Please.
Okay. So first one was a nat 1.
Yeah, I
Okay.
figured.
Oh, man.
Second one is 17 plus 6, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You still have to expend a 3rd level slot, though.
Okay.
Better.
You kind of like wave your hands through the air as close to you think as the spell is, and then the portal ripples, and you see a plane on the other side. Blue sky over it, but this field of flowers out in front. And the advisor pushes Chrono through.
Oh.
All right.
Chrono, you for a second lose your breath passing through the portal, and you're on the other side. And it's a calm, peaceful place. As you're sitting there, though, standing there, before anyone else has come through, kind of reach for your pocket watch, which hasn't been given back yet. But you swear you can hear its ticking in the air around you.
Oh.
Yo, that's dope.
Because your pocket watch is attuned to the plane of Mechanus.
That's so cool.
The rest of you, the Warforged that are surrounding you, push you through the portal as well as you pass through the advisor, shattering your manacles. And as all of you are over there, the faint ticking noise in the air.
Can we have our stuff back now?
A Warforged comes through, holding all of your things. Start
Hey,
gathering your
advisor.
stuff.
Start getting our stuff back.
Yeah. And
Can I show her up before she says anything?
there is no port. You turn around. There is no portal. There's only the frame.
Ah.
There is no way back right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You still have you still have the spell shard that the equation was written into, but the portal has sealed behind you. And this Warforged, after staying there a second, its eyes go blank and it crumbles to the ground. After your gear has all been retrieved.
Well,
Before we enter the portal, can I ask the advisor where my husband's body is?
He doesn't answer.
What if you like?
The
It'd be so
recycling
bad. No, yeah, it would be so
meat
bad
shop.
if the advisor like put his hand up and maybe like a part of Adrian's like crystallized body was like on his body. I don't know.
Are we still wearing the manacles, by the way?
No. The advisor
He shattered
ripped them off of you.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Okay, I'm
was
gonna
gonna
say
say-
before I enter the portal. See you later, big boy. We can continue what we want later.
I don't like this new Ezra.
I was gonna say it'd be funny if you're like, "Where's my husband?" and he points over, and one of the Warforged is eating a burger.
Oh,
Nice.
She with eyes.
as you all arrive on the plane of Mechanus, sprawling out before you, this massive field of flowers. Ezra,
Yep.
You shrivel up
You die on the
Yeah.
spot.
and die.
This is too good.
you're looking around and listening to the air. This is the place from your visions. Your vision with the 4 blue eyes.
Chrono, you'll laugh at this. I've been here.
What do you mean you've been here?
My visions. I've been here before.
You're telling me you've seen Mechanus before?
Yes.
Huh. And what happened in that vision again?
Eyes. appeared.
4 floating blue eyes, feline-like in nature, appeared before her and
The
spoke.
ones that told you to find your manipulators and destroy them.
Yes, sir.
Oh boy.
The same voice that told you to
Hmm.
kill Old Man Alexander.
No, that's a
No,
different voice, liar.
that was a different one.
I had a different one, and then when
Sorry.
Adrian died, this one appeared. So
You have a
I
lot of
guess.
voices in your head.
Mhm.
It's hard to keep track of all of them.
I
Dion,
feel
do you
like
have
you need a
names for
regular
them so we can
therapist.
keep track?
The
Also,
first one,
yeah, go ahead.
misty little evil bitch, cause I did something bad. The second one, he's fine. He's okay. But yeah, I've been here before, guys.
Huh.
So there's that.
Well, I'd say that's an interesting coincidence, but I hardly doubt that.
Apologies, Yasminir. You must be very confused right now.
Oh, sorry, Yasminir. I
So,
hear
so,
voices in my head.
yeah, I think he heard that part. But what had
Oh.
happened basically was that Iker tasked us with the job of getting blood of dragons old, essentially
Mhm.
finding the god of Mechanus, which is
Mhm.
the platinum dragon, and getting some of his blood somehow.
We're fucked, aren't we?
Yeah, I guess you're in the
Yeah.
thick
Yeah.
too, since you're in this.
But why are you here? That is question.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh
Hey,
fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
relax. You're gonna
Hey,
be
who's-
Yeah,
fine.
I think that's normal reaction.
We're
Let them
not
have it.
gonna
You-
Let
be
them have it.
fine. Yasminir, we're all gonna fucking die. Cause
You
eventually we all
actually,
die.
you seem pretty like well suited up. I like your. That's a really nice shield.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, is that a +2 shield? Oh my god.
Also, his armor has a green sheen, like this faint kind of emeraldy green sheen to it, or his breastplate.
I don't know. You seem pretty capable. I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, but we're
I mean, yeah, the predicament we're in right now is pretty bad.
you basically told me that I'd have to come with you to go get blood from other places. Yeah.
Sorry. I
Welcome
guess
to the fucking party, motherfucker.
Mhm.
Well,
We're gonna have lots of
Good way to
fun.
make friends, Ezra.
mhm.
Good way.
You don't have a lot of social
So-
skills, do you?
What are y'all doing?
Is it just-
Sprawling
What-
field of flowers.
it's just
Can we frolic in the flowers? Have like a moment where it's like. Dun, dun, dun,
I'm
You were
not doing
also
that.
given enough rations to last a month.
wait, what?
You were given
Provisions last a
enough
month.
rations to last a month.
Uh-oh. Or else we die.
Mhm.
You said it's literally just a field of like flowers and stuff for
Flowers.
as far as we can see
Yes,
in every direction.
yes. Actually, no. What am I saying? The portal. Beyond it, you see maybe a few hundred feet behind it. You see what looks like the workings of a giant cog on the edge of this. Looks like an edge. This giant
Mhm.
cog wheel. And you can see it kind of. Actually, no, you wouldn't be able to tell that because you're on the cog. It's like at the there's this cogwheel and there's like the teeth of a cog. The grass ends at it, and you can't see anything beyond it.
Are there any like it's not no wildlife or anything like that. It's just
Mhm.
empty.
You don't hear anything.
This place is beautiful and all, but it kind of gives me the creeps. I don't know. It seems
All you hear is the faint ticking noise.
I'm gonna communicate with
Can
the
Sword.
yeah. I'm gonna
Is it okay?
turn around away from the group. Pull it
So
out.
this time, like kind of picking up the sword hilt and looking at it, all of you see this. The sword flashes this bright, brilliant blue light, and you could see once again the outline of the blade, or what if the blade is ever finished, the outline of the blade reaching out this, and it's a flash of light, this bluish, silvery light.
Mm,
Quite unique.
The sword
That
is
is
not
really
there.
cool.
It has no abilities yet. It is just a broken sword for now. It does obviously have some innate magic though, because you do not. Actually, roll me a religion check, Ezra.
Religion. I was actually going to do something with religion. Either way.
That's good. That's good.
17 plus 5.
Okay. 22. Okay. So as you kind of look at it, all of you see this, by the way. These 4 blue eyes just open over Ezra.
Above her?
Not over her head, but like in front of where she's looking.
Huh.
Hello there, old friend.
Let's poke at the eyes.
I try to maneuver. Are they like
They're okay. So kind of moving.
like
around.
is it a full eyeball or is it kind of like Mr. Game and Watch where you moving it doesn't matter the perspective?
It like moving does change like the perspective of it.
Mhm.
You hear
is-
the voice. You have brought the blade home. Perhaps we can meet. Come to my palace in the far north, and there we can speak.
Is everybody else hearing this?
Yes,
Yeah, can
all of you
everyone
can
hear?
hear this. This loud,
Okay.
booming
Okay.
voice that shakes your bodies from its volume.
I would like to think that whenever Ezra's communicating with like something like that, her eyes will shift to the same color of
Whatever it
the-
is.
yeah.
They're
Yeah,
cool.
same kind of silvery blue color.
Yeah, she'll turn around and face them and be like, "I guess we're going to the castle, huh?"
She has castle,
Suppose
guys.
we are.
It has castle. It's gonna be pretty. Oh, and I was gonna ask, is it okay if Jix can like make a flower crown with the flowers in the
Roll
field?
me survival.
Hell yeah, man. It's my survival. It's okay.
Quick question though. Which way is north?
17 plus 4.
Didn't you go have a compass?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
I don't
That's
know
on the
if it-
Ranger.
I don't even
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Rangers
Yeah.
should. Well, no, because none of y'all have keen mind feet, do y'all?
Yeah, the keen mind feed would also helped
keen
out real
mind.
much.
There is no sun in the sky.
Oh,
What I was gonna say is, well, as soon as I can like, feel safe, cast what's it called?
I got a 21, Dylan.
Prestidigitation.
To clean the mud off yourself.
Yeah, and then get
Alright.
rid
What
of my
was
wings
your
to go
flower
away.
crown roll?
21.
21. Yeah, you can make a flower crown, no problem.
Can I make it for everyone if I can?
Sure, with 21, yeah.
I'll beat you to it.
Piss off.
Let me try. May I try?
Survival? I think you got a pretty good survival.
Yeah, may I try to blend in with Jix and try to make a flower crown?
Yeah, survival.
We could trade. Here.
19.
You can make a few.
We could
The
trade.
voice booms out. Head straight from the portal.
Thank you, Mr.
Aye, aye,
Voice.
Captain. Let's go.
And then
I
the
start heading.
eyes disappear from the sky.
I'll,
This-
Ezra's
the-
eyes shift back to
The,
normal.
the blade, the full blade vanishes, and it's just the broken hilt again.
That
I would
is
like
so
to-
cool.
hold
Dude.
the sword and get a feel of like,
The hilt?
I don't know. Not her sword, my
Oh,
sword.
your sword. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, my sword, and get a general feeling of, I don't know, what it feels like in here.
I was supposed to say, can my sword do the same?
Oh, yes, let me, grab my sword as
Yours
well.
can. Yours is also
Let
sentient.
me grab.
Let's all grab our talking
Corona.
sword.
2 sentient swords, I know, right? So, we'll start with Liar first, because Liar's is more interesting. The sword feels elation.
Really?
Maybe it's because it's in a realm of order, maybe because it's home. You do not know which deity Zariel originally served when she was an angel. So, the extent of why the sword is elated, you do not know. But it is happy to be here.
I'll relax a little bit. Get rid of the.
You kind of get
uneasiness.
the feeling that this plane has its dangers, but overall it is a safe place. Every
put on
plane will have its dangers, but
put on my flower crown.
I love doing a flower crown.
your sword, the moon sword, gives you the feeling of, because it also communicates with emotions. Great. Confusion. It's not quite sure where it is or what it's doing here. It's not like it's a problem that it's there. It's just confused where it is. All right. So, continuing where the voice told you, trotting through these fields of flowers. Eventually, the sky just goes dark, like a light switch. And there are stars in the sky, and it's night.
Ooh.
Do you
Let's set up camp.
Do you continue walking, or do you take time to set up? Okay.
I mean, are we at a point of the day where we would be asleep?
Y'all were in the cell. It wasn't like the first thing in the morning. It was like
Okay,
mid-afternoon when they came and got you, and y'all trot on for several hours before the day sky goes black and there's stars. It's literally like someone flipped the light switch, though.
Okay. I can set up the bubble that I've
I think that'd be a great idea.
just in
Yeah.
case.
Thinking is
Yeah.
giving me anxiety. We're on a timer.
I'll kind of make a circle. Or like if the flowers on the floor are kind of white, I'll take some of the flowers that Jix has pulled and they're blue, and then put them in a circle, and then. All right, everyone go in. That's where we'll rest.
All right.
Sorry, Yasmin, you're not allowed in.
Oh,
Yeah, you have to stay outside. Just kidding.
I'm just
No,
kidding.
you
Come
can
on.
go in.
alright.
Congrats! You met one of the many voices in my head.
This one seems not
Yeah.
that bad.
I don't know if
Exactly.
that's really
I
For
find
now,
them
though.
comforting. That's the thing I'm saying. I find them comforting.
I find that one very nice. Oh, pretty eyes too.
He seems
Oh, my
hospitable
eyes
enough
shifted
for
to his
now.
color.
They weren't irises, by the way. They were just solid silvery platinum or silvery blue.
Yep, her eyes were like that.
Pretty cool.
Ooh.
Okay. So
I feel at ease at this place. I don't know.
you'll take y'all's long
Mm,
rest,
as do I.
regain spell slots and all that. The next morning, y'all wake up. I assume y'all marked which way y'all need to head still. Like, set up
No.
like something.
No.
So, okay, well, then you have no idea which to head now.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Mhm.
I assume y'all set something up so y'all know
Mhm.
that
Yeah.
that
Mhm.
way.
Like make one side of the bubble have like a little like star on it, and then
Gotcha.
Mhm.
All
I'll
right.
have to head that way.
Oops. Okay, cool.
You see a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
You see a Tarrasque, okay?
Nice.
Oh, oh no.
The plane of order, there wouldn't be a Tarrasque here.
Yeah.
So as you're continuing, the day going on, kind of, it's a strange place because you've marched for almost a day and a half at this point. Well, yeah, no, about a full day, considering you only marched about half a day yesterday and half the day so far. It's just been flower fields. Like that has been the only thing you've seen so far. And then as you continue on, you just hear like marching, but thousands of things marching. As you walk forward, kind of keep walking, like unnerved, but still, this place is not necessarily a bad place. You know that.
Mhm.
Walking, you kind of reach a cliff on the car. Like you'd been slowly walking up, kind of reach like an overhang. And you can see down about maybe 50 feet, thousands of these little, maybe foot and a half tall robots, machines just marching across this area. Different sizes, different shapes. Some of them look like
Modern.
starfish, some of them look like cubes, some of them look like spheres, some of them. It's a very strange sight, but they're all just marching.
Is the place where they're marching the flower area?
No, the area changes off this overhang,
What
and
does
it
it
is
change to?
a golden brass path that is winding the same direction y'all are heading. Funny enough,
Do I recognize the Modrons, Dylan?
roll me,
Because I also
roll
have
me
the spell to
Arcana.
summon them.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you would know about Modrons because it would have been something that would have been talked about in your clan. Like they knew of the existence. They knew much about Mechanus, so they would have known of the existence of Modrons. And you realize, roll me history. Roll me history before I say this.
History. Oh. Okay. History. That's going to be 14.
14. Just enough. With your background, it's enough for this check.
Mm-hmm.
You have stumbled across something that happens only every couple hundred years. The Modron March. Yep.
Oh,
So where the Modrons march back to where they were made to be pretty much reset and rebuilt. And some of them upgraded, some of them returned to the beginning of their cycle.
Mm-hmm.
what are those things? Do you think we should get close?
Yeah, they're not harmful.
Yeah, they shouldn't
How do
hurt
you know
you.
that?
You know.
Shouldn't hurt you unless you make them mad. They shouldn't really hurt you.
Mm-hmm. You know.
Do they
think
talk?
No. I don't
Kind of
think
quiet
so.
people.
Do you think if we pet it, they'll get mad?
If you do what?
If we pet them, or like, I don't know. What if
I
there's like a little box one and we roll it like dice?
I'd refrain from.
Refrain
touching
from
Picking
touching
them up.
stuff right now, Jix.
They are like a foot
You
and
don't
a
want to
half
be
tall,
like
and
Chrono here.
they have eyes, they have arms and legs. They aren't human arms and legs, but the eyes are very humanoid looking.
Ew.
Kind of creepy.
They're ugly.
Yeah, these dudes are creepy.
I think I'm good, man. I don't want to mess with that.
I mean, they're heading the same direction we are, I think.
More or
So
less. It's kind of a more winding path, but it looks like they're heading about the same direction.
let's follow the path.
Is
Yeah.
like
I mean, there's a
Mhm.
cliff in front of us.
It's only about 40, 50 feet.
All right, I jump
Mhm.
off.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can fly, so no problem.
I have
Your wings are back.
slow
So.
fall.
Don't worry, guys. I think I got this. I'm gonna pull out a rope and a little pin.
Can I walk down the cliff?
You can run down it. You should
Run
have
down
enough
it, yeah.
movement to do that, yeah.
I start ferrying people.
Take
Like
me.
I'll grab Chrono.
Yasminir just like lowers himself down on a rope, like people get
Sting.
other people get. You follow behind Yasminir on the rope, Ezra.
Yeah.
All right,
I'll take the
Race you,
Chrono.
Leia.
and then
Race you.
Jix runs down on her own. So
I'm faster, by the way. So
All that.
quite a bit faster. But all of you managed to
I
make it
spend a
down,
key point.
and one of you can see like the Modrons. Modrons are not paying you any attention. They're just
Mm-hmm.
marching on.
They have a simple job to do.
I guess it's a good sign that they're not
The-
looking at us.
yeah, these are kind of like Warforged, no? Or is there like a big difference between them? I mean, they're both machines, right?
They're a bit different in nature. They're not quite the same as the Warforged.
Warforged are evil. These things don't seem evil.
They seem
I
ugly.
met a Warforged that wasn't evil, but
We all met a Warforged that wasn't evil.
I
Yeah.
know.
We
that's
all
what I'm
had a
saying.
friend who was Warforged.
So, I mean, I think they're just objective people. Just follow the objective, but these little dudes seem to be taking it pretty extreme. I mean, is it just get point A to point B and that's it?
More or less.
Eventually, following this path for the rest of the day, you probably about a few hundred feet from it, you see it. The Modrons start flying.
What?
And you can kind of look up in the sky, and you see another. You kind of see now the edge of this area. You see the same cog set of teeth around the edge, and you look up into the sky, and you see another cog floating in the air.
How high
What
up?
the fuck?
You have no idea. It's hard to gauge from this distance. Maybe a couple hundred feet, maybe more. Maybe close to 1,000 feet. It's hard to tell in this place. Distance is weird.
Well, I don't got rope that will do that one.
I'm afraid my dimension door couldn't cover that kind of distance either.
No, it's too. Well, you're still far away from the edge of the cog. Like you aren't right next to the edge of the cog. Maybe once you get there, it'll look close, and you may be able to make it. It's hard to tell from this distance.
Oh, okay, then let's get closer.
Kind of okay. It'll take you into the night to make it there. An hour or two into the
Sleepy
night to make
time.
it to the edge of the cog. But you make it. Maybe Dimension Door can reach.
How far do I like estimate it is?
Roll me intelligence.
What exactly are we estimating? How far something
Distance
is?
between cogs. So there's another massive cog that's like the same one
Bronze
you're
dragons?
standing on.
And the little modrons are flying up to the next one.
Yes.
Raw intelligence?
Are they just floating up?
Intelligence,
That's
yeah.
the thing. They don't have wings, right? They're just
No,
like.
some of them have wings.
Could
So
I not
bizarre.
just take us up there? Can I
Yeah,
not just
Modrons
fly
are
us up
little
there?
weird creatures. You could. Athletics checks, though.
Do they have
Because
art of them?
it's what was your intelligence, Chrono?
16.
16. You're pretty sure your dimension door will make it. You're fairly
All right.
confident. 95% sure.
Good enough for me.
Uh,
Doesn't
hey, how
These are
how far was that,
disgusting.
Chrono?
Huh?
How far was
Somewhere in the
that?
range of 500.
Somewhere in the range of 500. Okay. Who wants to come with?
Well, I mean, if I can kind of just take us one by one without needing to spend a big spell.
It's the end of the
You
day,
could,
though.
but
The night has already
yeah.
I'll go with you, Chrono. Like we did it like last time.
So you put
Okay.
your hand on Ezra's shoulder, and I rolled exactly a 95, so you just made it to the island.
Oh wow.
Only-
Uh-oh.
Pretty much.
If I wasn't sure, well, what I was gonna do is I was just gonna do if I couldn't make it what is it?
Another dimension.
Dimension door again.
No,
Dimension door into dimension door.
what is it? Hold on, I'm looking. I forgot
Fly.
what is no distance
Levitate.
spell.
Yeah.
1,000.
Alright, so you make it. But, interesting thing, you make it to the underside of the cog, not the top half. This is where the Modrons are landing, and it looks like you're about to fall. And you hit the ceiling of it. You kind of get yourself up, and gravity, you are like standing against the bottom of the cog. Like you can look up, and it looks like the night sky. Look down, you see the ground. No different. Like personally, there's been no change, but you can see everyone else standing. Like
That's
y'all are,
weird.
yeah.
That's
Gravity.
really weird.
Yeah, it's a weird place.
Wasn't
Alright.
expecting that, but all right.
Well,
What do you think, Ezra?
I guess.
Oh
I
my
won't
god.
go.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because you were looking like kind of down, so you were looking like towards the sky, and that's what you saw, and you're like, and then
That's scary as hell.
It can just take some getting used to.
you've never been to Mechanus before, so first trip, and it's like, this is weird.
I wish I could have come under better circumstances, but still excited to be here.
Nobody
I see.
cares, Chrono.
Okay.
I'll cast.
I'm gonna dimension your
I'm gonna cast
turn this dimension
ability
door around. I'll do it.
Enhance
do
ability.
it.
Okay, on
on
yourself.
myself.
Yep.
To make myself stronger.
So who are you taking first?
Be like, all right, Yasminir. I know this is your first time. Just be as still as possible, because I'm very weak and I could just drop you into the abyss. All right, let's go.
Roll me
You don't make
athletics.
me feel safe. Can I roll athletics to hold him?
No, because this is him like lifting you.
Alright.
It's a different thing.
Okay.
Grasp onto this man like if there's no tomorrow.
That'd just be
If we're-
raw strength.
If I'm falling, if you're falling, we're both falling. Athletics,
Yes, athletics.
20 total.
20 total. All right. It's a struggle. He's not the lightest person in the group. I mean, he's not as heavy as Ghost either.
I don't know
He's
why
not super light.
I don't know why they dimension door to Ezra, who I'm pretty sure is lighter than
Anyone
Yasminir,
else?
but all right.
Kind
I
of
just asked who wanted to come.
you kind of see Chrono and Ezra on the bottom of the cog, and you're like, what the? And you get close, and gravity flips on you, and Yasminir is hanging above you.
Oh, fuck.
It's like, well, that's interesting.
Set him down.
Yeah. It's a real weird feeling suddenly having gravity shift on you the other direction.
Then
Just
I'll
throw
take
up.
off again.
It's like rewrite yourself out
You
of the
guys-
gravity field and then
Yeah.
come down for who's next?
Me.
Jix. Alright, roll athletics again.
Uh-oh. That's bad.
What?
Ha 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 ha.
You fall.
15.
15. Jix is a lot lighter than Yasmineer, so the DC was set lower. You pass.
As
Makes
we
sense.
go, because I know Jix is freaking insane. I'll do a loop.
Through the gravity? Like
I
through
hope
the
it's
switching
not.
gravity? Just
Yeah, just completely disoriented.
talk about like motion sickness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
tumble down.
It's like the fireball.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
hate that ride.
Yeah.
It's such
my
a fun
God.
ride, though. What do you mean?
It
No.
is. It's so
Just
fun.
I love
completely
it.
So
like
Jix,
180 jig
Mhm.
and then drop her down and it's
you're
just-
like, make me a Constitution check. The both of you.
I'm gonna
Both of you.
throw
Oh, me
up.
too.
Oh, I'm about to
Gonna
throw
drop
up.
her.
Okay.
Don't worry, Jix. I'll catch you.
Oh God.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Awesome. So that's a total of 22.
Okay.
Speaking of being
16.
insane,
16.
They're being insane.
Okay, you
I
both
love
passed. It was
it.
only a 15 to pass. So neither of you are suffering from the vertigo you should be suffering from currently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Horrible
Yeah.
vertigo you should both be suffering from. Instead, it's a mild dizziness.
Oh,
that's the
man.
restoration
Oh,
period anyway.
that
I have
shit
to go
was
pick up
wild.
Dia.
Yeah.
All right, so you go
All right,
back
then
down.
I'll go back and get the.
Roll me another athletics check.
Hi,
Nobody's
sister.
gonna catch me. So
You're upside
Isn't
down.
she heavy because of like all the stuff that she has on her?
It should be. It's only a little higher than yours. It's not as high as Yasmineer's, but it's higher than yours.
17.
17 passes. That was actually what was needed to pass. So,
Okay.
Eee.
Oof.
Got him.
so takes a second, but you managed to get
Another
her up
death.
and then take her.
Shut up.
To be
Land
fair
on the
though, I'm
island,
sure
and
even
then
if he
you
drops you, he's fast enough to come get you.
right yourself. Yeah, it's falling into a void is kind of easy to come back from.
Mm.
But all of you make it to the island, and I assume y'all set up camp there.
Mhm.
Yep.
All right. Set up
Quick
the dorm
question.
and Yeah.
You know how I said I don't want this anymore while being in jail, and then you stated like I hope you sleep fine. What's up with that?
Why'd you remind him?
Yeah. He was just wishing you a
Yeah.
good sleep.
Yeah,
You
he,
haven't
Hey,
Leave it
good
at
night
He
that.
said,
rest.
"Good
Okay.
mimis."
You
he
haven't
referred to that. He referred to that as in real life. He hopes
Hey,
in real life you don't
hey,
have terrifying.
you haven't tried to
nightmares.
use your powers yet.
Let's fucking do it. What better time right now than any time?
What are you
no,
doing?
we're all right here.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Say what? Eldritch Blast out? Just kind of trying to do
Yeah,
something.
let's do that.
You go to
What are
cast
you-
Eldritch Blast.
I'm gonna stay away from the group a bit,
All right,
so
fair enough.
just in case.
What exactly are you doing?
Yeah.
You go to cast. Nothing. No magic. You are but a simple Palid elf.
Let me teach you monk shit. Let's do it.
You still have all your warlock levels.
I try to
just-
summon my double scimitar.
Nope.
Is something supposed to be happening right now? Or
Usually,
is
yeah,
just
she's quite
Yeah,
impressive.
like,
But
Summon
usually
sword.
whenever yeah,
Nope.
whenever
Yeah.
usually she like does like magic stuff, she's actually screwing your mom. So I'm just keeping this joke. Please don't take that seriously.
I do like a punch in the air like that for hellish rebuke.
No magic is produced. You are without your warlock abilities.
You're Zuko without his firebending.
Exactly what you are. Same personality,
Oh.
too.
Oh
You
my
are powerless.
I look at the guys like I stay quiet for a bit, just my hands shaking a bit.
All right. The rest of y'all saw her doing this. Like,
Yeah.
so the Warforged died, but she lived.
So
Oh.
he
I
Yeah.
don't gotta get that one.
at that time, she had
Mm.
her
No, I don't tell
typical-
you guys. I don't.
No, we saw this.
We
Yeah, I
see
know.
this.
they
Yeah,
saw
okay.
you like
Like-
flipping out, like trying to do stuff, and nothing happened.
like your
Okay.
typical stuff that you would do in battle.
Yeah.
Just nothing
We
happened.
noticed that it's doing nothing.
Okay.
With their everyone has past perception. You weren't trying to be like overly. You just stepped away from the group.
Okay.
So
Okay.
everyone's past perception. Yeah, yeah. Who has the lowest? It's
12. Me.
12. Yasmir, what's yours? Your passive
15.
perception? 15. Okay, yeah. So you have the lowest. you may not have noticed immediately, but with everyone else like looking over at it, you would have.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's up to y'all to say anything or not.
So this has suddenly become an escort mission.
Take that L. Here you go.
Shut up, liar.
Are you okay?
You know, I always thought I was great. Apparently, I'm not.
No, that's just what
I
you
go
think.
I go to sleep after saying that.
Like actually sleep and not trance.
Oh yeah, I'll trance.
All right. I was just
Far
wondering.
away from
Well, you're in the bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's far away. It's not very far.
Just in my mind screaming, "What the fuck, man? The fuck? Did you take my power?"
Before she goes to sleep though, just kind of on the face.
You slap her?
Liar.
Yeah, on the
as soon
face
as
to like
doing-
wake her up. Yeah.
it's like
Oh,
poking her. Just
No.
no, that's my
You're
like
not
jig
you're not
thing.
just gonna like walk it off,
Mm.
right?
Might need
What's
to talk
going on?
about what just
Can you
happened. Yeah.
can you not do your abilities that you could always do? Question.
No, I'm fucking worthless here right now.
Hmm. Well, I still carry this guy, and I'll hand her my old rapier.
okay.
It's
I
not
still have my
not
daggers.
transactional.
You do have proficiency in a
If you
rapier,
want to use
though.
it.
Like you can use that
Just
weapon.
because
So
you don't have magic doesn't mean you're worthless.
you still have your extra attack, and no, you don't. Never mind. You don't need. I don't think you ever took. Yeah, because I was part. Nope. One attack. Yeah. It's rough.
That's rough, buddy.
Yeah.
It's rough,
That's
buddy.
I'm going to like look Ezra in the eyes and be like, listen, this
I'm
is
listening.
this is the manipulation thing.
Mhm.
This is the bait. All right, don't fall for it.
Exactly.
Okay, Dad.
Good night.
Well, I mean, you don't have one, so I mean, this is the closest you could get.
I punched
Kidding.
Jix
Chicks!
Come on,
Not
Jake.
now!
just
Why are
for that.
you-
No,
I
I
punched
wasn't
Why are
her.
you
I,
No, no,
saying
you said it.
I,
You said it.
I
You
You
said
punched
it.
literally
said it.
said it.
Oh,
You
yeah,
said
I said
it.
in her voice.
You said it. So
No.
freaking Ezra, roll me to hit.
Oh
Can
man.
I like try to grab her?
Who? Ezra or
Yes,
Jix?
Ezra!
Grapple.
I'm having a short fuse right now, guys.
She doesn't need to punch Jix. Jix didn't mean anything.
Can she
No, I
hit
Nat
really
you?
did
20.
not.
Yes, she can.
Dang. Yeah.
What's your unarmed strike damage?
It's like a one for them, isn't
It
it?
should be like
You
a
should
one.
say-
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
it's
should
one.
say on like right underneath like your normal actions.
Yeah,
I
it's a
really
one.
want to say something
So
sweet,
it's
but
two
that
So
was a
damage.
2
joke. I
points
didn't
of
really mean
damage
it.
to Jix. 2 points of damage to Jix. Just it's like, yeah, it's yeah, deserve that one.
You kind of
Well,
did,
yeah.
Jake. You asked for that.
Listen, I didn't really mean it. I just
I
wanted
get
to
up
say it
my
as a
I get
joke.
my
You-
stuff a little bit and I move away from the group. We set up
You-
another little area.
I didn't mean it in game. God damn it.
Nope, you said
said
it
it
in your
in the voice.
character's
said it.
Yeah.
You
voice.
said it.
Well,
Said it in
yeah,
the
I've said that
voice.
before several times in her voice,
No,
but I
mean-
didn't mean it in game.
not but like before when you would say it in a normal voice,
Mhm.
it's like okay, that's not in character. You said it.
Well,
Mhm.
yeah, but
character
other times
voice.
I've said it in her voice too. Like not
And
that, but I've said several
we've always
jokes
said,
in
yep,
Disney
nope.
too.
But we've
Said it.
always been like,
Yeah.
you said it.
Once you commit,
No,
you
but the-
commit.
All right.
Commit,
Anyway,
commit.
so
You
long
said
rest.
the thing.
Mhm.
Long rest. I need everyone but Ezra to mute their headphones.
Uh-oh.
Turn the volume all the way down.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Slide the volume.
Long rest.
See you guys on the flip side.
Ezra,
Yes, sir.
as you drift off to sleep, you are greeted in the smoky, endless plain with the single floating green orb in front of you.
You again. It's been quite a while.
And the voice reaches out. You will kneel. What do you do?
Oh. You know, the others trust me not to fall for the bait, but they don't understand my circumstances and why I'm here. I kneel down.
Do you actually?
Yeah,
This
I
is the
actually kneel down.
This is the green thing, not the blue thing.
I know. That's why I said it's quite a while since you've been back.
Very interesting roll on this. The voice reaches out one more time. You lie. And the smoke closes in, and the green orb vanishes. And you wake up in a deep sweat, smoke billowing from your mouth. You cough up smoke. Physically hurt, like your chest hurts. And the area around the ring burns.
Well, fuck, did I cause this?
God. Everyone, turn back on your headsets. So I may need to add.
No, I think we're good.
Nah,
Yeah,
she
we
knows. Okay.
got it.
All right. So you'll wake up from the long rest.
Feeling like B Diddy.
Be careful with that.
Yes, the famous song, "Wake Up from the Long Rest."
Like Feedits.
Do y'all continue y'all's march?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
I
place to
would
be.
say like, especially what happened yesterday.
Mhm.
I'll look at Ezra and see like what kind of state she's in.
Roll me insight.
Okay.
You know, Ezra, right? It's never too late to try something new. You know.
Yasmin, near.
Oh, insight. Okay.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, I'll
You may be
kindly
new
accept
and
that.
all. Yeah, you might be new and all, but you should really keep your mouth shut.
24 to my insight.
She still looks shaken,
Hmm.
if not even a little more than the night before.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
Y'all continue on.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be an interesting day. So continue y'all's march, following the Modrons still, marching beside them. Very raucous noise that fills the area. Just constant metallic clangs against the ground. Just but you you'd know as you had entered a new different cog. This one was a woodland. It's very different looking. The forest, but the path still cut through it, so it's not hard to follow. But as you continue,
Are there animals here?
still don't hear any. You
Oh,
don't even hear
nothing.
any wind. It's strange. It's
Ew.
ominous.
That's real creepy.
But a couple hours pass, marching beside the Modrons, kind of talking back and forth, and you hear this. What sounds like not the natural ticking that is in this plane, but this loud, and you feel wind for the first time. And the trees bend, and you see this large-ish, definitely one of the larger creatures you've seen, besides maybe the false hydra and the colossus. This clockwork dragon,
Bro.
Oh.
wings of this like weird canvas-like material, Everything seemed to run on plates and cogwork. You can see around its mouth it has these, like the teeth are spinning cogs. And on top of it, you see a rider.
What?
Face and head
Alundra.
obscured, wearing armor, wearing some cogwork gear, goggles covering their eyes. They seemingly grab a staff off the side of the dragon, hop down, and march over to y'all. Kind of pulls the wrappings away, pulls the goggles away. And Chrono, you see a familiar face. It's your grandfather stands before you.
Oh.
Your grandpa has a freaking dragon? Oh.
Your document did say he had a southern drawl, correct?
Huh? Yeah.
Well, damn. It has been a long time, Chrono. Well, at least I think it has. Time here's a bit weird, but it's good to see you again. You can see he's wielding this clockwork staff with like this slowly turning. But
So cool.
at the top of it has this empty circle,
Mm-hmm.
about the size of a pocket watch.
Yo.
He's you,
Chrono,
but
start crying.
cooler.
He's got this like white goatee that comes down. He's got this like clockwork like gear with like a rough sewn leather jacket under it covering him. Wrappings up from his like forearm to his hand. You can see he's got grease mark. Like he's clearly got a unique sense of style, to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of. Well, you've made some friends too. You brought them here.
Yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
it's nice to meet you. I'm I guess just call me Mr. Yon for the time being. It's nice to meet
How do you spell that?
Eone.
Oh, and
E-O-N. Okay.
It's a pleasure to meet you all.
Is this a relative,
Hi.
Chrono?
I'm his grandfather.
that'd be it.
Oh, that's so cool. His name's Cheeks. Do you want flower crown?
Kind of looks at Chrono.
Oh,
You made some interesting friends. Sure.
She's a bit of an eccentric.
nice.
Definitely
I make him a
stranger group I've seen pass through. Where exactly did you come from? Typically people don't.
Believe it or not.
Does he know about performance? Like that's
What was the
where I
name of
came
the
from.
city again?
Which one?
The prison.
Oh,
We didn't
City
go
of
from
Iron
there,
Will.
though. We
But you left
This
from the
one.
Advisor's Tower, which really isn't a
went from the
city.
advisor's tower.
Yeah, that's true. But we've been to a lot of places. It's kind of hard to say something a bit specific.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Are we all just ignoring his ride? Is that a
I'm just
No,
staring at it.
clockwork dragon?
Can I pet it?
I see you've been busy here in Mechanist as well.
Oh, old Shirai? Yeah, she gets me around. It's a lot easier than some spell work to move between these cogs, but she
What's her
works.
name?
Yeah.
Shirai.
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 Sharie. Shirai. Or AI. Shrai. Shirai.
Mhm.
Oh, why did I roll that? I didn't mean to.
You've made quite an impression.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can I pet her?
Well,
Is it okay? Will she bite me?
You may want to take a step back for the time being. Just to be safe. Well, what are y'all doing here? It's kind of, did you come to watch the march? Not really much to see, but it's a unique
I
event,
wish that were
certainly.
the case.
I whip it out.
The sword?
Yeah.
Probably rephrase that.
I hope so. I hope so.
Can you please not whip it out in front of my grandfather? That's kind of inappropriate.
Is he gonna
What
see that for the
exactly?
advisor?
Let's embarrass Chrono as much as possible. But he's in front of his badass grandpa.
You got a
I'm just
broken
in the
sword.
back like-
Nice. So what are y'all doing here, Mechanist? It's kind of a long journey for anyone. It's a hard place to get to
Yeah.
sometimes. Some times of the year.
Well,
Does he
quite an
react
interesting
to the sword?
story, but yeah. Does he actually react to the sword?
He doesn't like pay it much attention.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
not glowing.
Activation.
It's not glowing like I've had before.
Well, it's quite an interesting story, but to get to the point, long story short, we actually came for the dragon's blood, or well, more specifically,
Do you mean the big man's blood?
I'm afraid I do.
Ooh, that's gonna be an interesting.
Not on our own free will. See,
No, of course not.
we've
Please don't
been
think we're bad guys.
Kind of
yeah. This
crosses his arms, like interested to hear what the story is.
yeah.
Mhm.
See, back home. I guess in the material plane, since this is a completely different.
Well, actually, before you start that story, Larry, do you have somewhere safe we could have this chat before?
Modrons are no problem. We can stay here.
That's fine.
It's just nah. There's not many threats here in Mechanus. It's mostly a peaceful plane. Occasionally we get some problematic people coming through, but it's rare. It's rare they make it much past the gates with some of the guards. Can't see them until they're mad.
Makes sense.
There's
Oh,
this.
sorry. Continue on.
There's this dictator of sorts back home. His name is Iker, and
Dragon
he,
Sworn.
yeah, Dragonsworn, and
I remember when he was starting his little escapade. It's come that bad.
he's big now. He's
Yeah,
big
it's
now.
a bit more than just a little escapade now.
Yeah, and he managed to get a hold of us and insists that we come in here and get the blood of the platinum dragon for some kind of prophecy that he wants to fulfill. Of course, no good, but we'd be
It was
willing to
that or
take
our
any.
death.
Yeah, we'd be willing to take any help in getting ourselves out of this predicament.
Or
I don't
we
want to take
die.
any.
Well, suppose I can take you to meet the. I suppose I can take you to the big guy, but getting in will be on your own accord. I've only been in once. His guards are a bit they're a bit serious to say the least. Seven
What have I?
great worms.
What have I
Seven
said?
golden great worms.
I had VIP access since he spoke to me in my head.
Maybe. Depend on
He did kind of invite us to the palace.
depend on the mood of the guards, like I said.
Fuck the
But
guards.
you really want to deal with seven
We're
great
not-
golden worms.
We're
You
not
do
gonna do
not.
that.
You do
Okay.
not.
Great worms are more powerful than
Alaskan?
ancient dragons.
What? Worms?
They are the apex. No, it's ancient worm, great worm. It's worm spelled YRM or WYRM. Yeah, they're a bit serious about their job, to say the least.
It's not like I can do anything.
Don't worry, I'll just cast Eldritch Blast. Oh.
Oh. Sir, mister, since you've been here for a very long time, clearly. I lost my powers.
That's unfortunate.
Does that happen to everyone else?
Hasn't happened to me yet. I
No.
think.
Let me try.
Oh,
You start
yeah.
flexing
This
on
is
me.
where
Powers
You're-
this
do
is
you have?
where
You haven't shown this off yet, so
yeah.
he stands there.
I'm gonna
And do you want to describe it or you want me to?
I'm just gonna I just look at as I'm looking at Ezra, I point right next to her, and another me just appears all of a sudden.
It's grayed out, kind of this faint glowing gray. Very similar looking to Dunamis magic. As it materializes, it's kind of light gray version of Yasminir appears next to Ezra, and he's like, okay.
What the fuck?
Don't worry about it.
Whoa.
Do
Is
you
he-
have like
can he-
drugs in the air?
Can he talk? I start poking him.
No, I can't talk.
Can I try to trip him and see if it happens?
Good luck. Yeah.
I mean,
You're like,
it's physical. You can touch it. Like it's physically there.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's looking at y'all like, what's going on?
Don't worry about it, Dinmax. It's all okay.
His name is Dinmax.
Yeah, I thought I'd name him something different than me. Makes sense.
Then
Why are two
Sure.
Yasminiers just chilling when it confuses battle or hanging out?
That's really unique. I like it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can I make like a
Quite the
handshake with
ability.
the guy, a den mix,
Sure.
or
Sticks
like
his hand
secret
out.
handshake?
That's cool.
Shakes his hand.
Yeah.
Never heard of powers disappearing before, but stranger things have happened.
Mhm.
So you want to ride to the palace?
¿Por qué
Um,
nací?
Yes,
On
please.
on him, on the
Unsure.
dragon.
Yeah. Come on.
Yes, we're going to do that.
So he kind of uses his staff as leverage
This
and
is so much
pulls
fun.
himself up.
I almost forgot that we lost a friend last session.
Yeah.
Mm,
You're gonna get punched just like Chicks did.
So y'all
Yeah,
climb
little
on board.
we still have his parts.
Yeah, we don't have
I'm
anything
Ghost.
to carry.
I
We don't
am
have anything to.
Ghost.
We don't have anything to carry him on, do we?
I assume I've just been
Guess
roping
he's
him to
holding
y'all's
a
backs. It's like,
Yeah.
Why don't we?
I mean,
oh,
hey, one hell of a place to bury him.
One of us
Land
has
of machines.
one of
Yeah,
us
what
has a
about-
portable hole.
Yeah,
but
that's
I
what I was
don't
gonna
know
say.
why we're
Oh
not using
yeah.
that.
I
Mhm.
haven't showed it off yet.
Exactly. So
You
you're
haven't
just
used it
making us
once.
carry the body.
Oh, okay.
Take
Okay.
the time, load the body in.
I look at them. Oh, another lie I kept from y'all. Portable hole. I stole it from the old guy in Draco.
You stole it from him?
Oh, I
Yeah.
saw you do it.
You saw her do it?
And
She
you
didn't
didn't
Yeah.
stop
you didn't
me.
say anything?
She was
No, I
distracted, I
couldn't.
think, at the moment by some items that were presented.
I think it was the river stones.
Hmm
No, was it?
No,
Oh
it was
Yeah.
something
man.
else.
Well, I don't know.
You can put it in here.
For one of you guys being an angel and one of you guys killing some people and then stealing, I really don't know how you guys equal this out.
Yeah,
I-
I don't know. I'm not cool with you stealing from him. He's trying to make a living.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I don't care. Put
He
it
has
in
to feed
there.
his family.
I don't
That's
care.
very rude.
I don't
Yeah,
care.
we're probably gonna go give it
I
back.
don't care.
So,
No.
yeah,
No, the fuck we're not.
so
No.
Yeah.
put ghost stuff in there.
All right.
I hate that attitude.
Oh,
It's okay. You gotta deal with it now.
It's
Yeah, we
okay.
will.
I
We
can
will
kill
deal
you.
with it.
You're not
In
powerless.
time.
All right. So
I mean, theoretically, at this point, we could just take it from her.
What you gonna do?
Attack.
Do Eldritch Blood?
what's she gonna do? Fight?
I have the will to fight still.
You have the will,
but not the power.
not
Not
the
the
way,
power.
though.
yeah.
So y'all kind of put Ghost body away, put the portable hole back up, and climb back onto the back of the dragon. Eon kind of slots his staff back in the side, which she has like a little compartment just for it. Grabs the reins, immediate up into the air.
Ooh.
And he's,
Mhm.
now it's gonna get real disoriented in some of these places. The dragon
Do loop
takes
the
off
loops.
max speed. He's kind of like
Do
talking to
loopy
you.
loops.
Chrono,
Mhm.
have you been using Dunamancy?
I haven't used it yet, but I was taught a spell by a friend.
You did use that spell though, so it is like
Did I?
yeah. You do you remember when you learned it? You used it immediately.
Oh yeah, when I first learned it. Okay, yeah.
Thought so. I can see it on you.
You can see it on me.
When you hear Dunamancy comes from this plane. When you're here long enough, you can well, when you how to explain this? When you're dead, you can see it. Kind of drips
Huh.
off person, drips off your friend back there too.
Really?
The one who split himself in two. Yeah, neat trick.
Wait, so you're telling me that was Dudamancy?
Real simplified version. Well, simple. Dunamancy's never simple, but it was a form of it. Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
I personally don't
dead?
know how to do it. Yeah, I have been for about 15-ish years.
So theoretically, would it be possible to learn?
Learn Dunamancy?
No, the trick that that friend I dated.
I don't know what he's done, or what training he's got, but maybe. It looks kind of complex for my taste. I prefer the kind of holds up one of
Mm.
his hands. You see like the Dunamancy magic kind of sparkle across his fingers. Dunamantic magic. The dragon speeds up faster.
How fast is a dragon?
It's pretty damn fast. It's faster than any of y'all could be on foot
Dang.
or in the air.
Is it faster
Even.
than? Okay, yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's faster than
I
Liar's
was
fly
gonna say,
speed.
I was gonna say, hop off, just start smoking the dragon.
No, it's well over. So that encounter, so the Mystery Yoan encounter, was only going to happen on a roll of 90 or higher. Second roll. Second
Yay.
roll.
Oh, come on,
That's
that's
sick.
dope.
So, just kind of
Just get
destined
a-
to happen, huh?
Just
Yeah,
gotta
it was.
get an Uber to the palace.
Palace is still about a day and a half off, even with Shariah. But
Uh,
we can get there before too long. And she'll
I think
fly
I
us.
think I
She'll
might be able
fly
to
us through
help.
the night. So
I'm gonna cast haste on Shariah.
that's only for how long does that last for? A minute?
Let me see.
I
That's a
don't
good
think it's
question.
long.
I thought it was 10 minutes.
Well, one thing you also got to remember is once it wears off, the speed is going to be halved.
He gets
Oh,
exhausted.
okay. Never
Like,
mind.
he gets
then.
tired.
I thought it lasted longer. My bad.
Yeah. And the dragon just kind of keeps gliding. And when it passes near one of the cogs, yes, he flips the thing because the gravity switches.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So he's like spinning this thing through the cogs slowly, like because these cogs are massive. You decide some maybe small countrysides, all of them.
Oh,
And just
wow.
first day you
Also,
during this day of travel, you pass probably about 2 more cogs. 'Cause this thing is very fast. This dragon is extremely fast.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyone got any tricks they want to reveal? Because I'll just go belt us all to Shirai's top and sleep there. If someone's got any tricks they want to share now.
Liar?
The dome's stationary.
Yeah, no.
Oh, that is true.
Guess not. Well, belt up, and he starts handing back like just
cool.
yeah, and he just kind of like slide around the other side and pull it over across your stomach and just lay down. She'll take us there by, hopefully by morning.
Is this a ride?
What'd you say?
All right.
Like,
So-
is this the ride?
Yeah.
Does the dragon spit fire, perchance?
No, I think
Kinda.
it's just like time.
It does.
Maybe like
It,
the
it
hours.
has something similar to fire. Bit of a, not natural, of course, but a bit of a homemade concoction, so to say.
Ooh.
Huh.
Well,
Question.
hopefully we don't have to see it, but I would still like to see it regardless.
Yeah.
All right.
Does your dragon have babies?
No, it's a
Dang
machine.
it. Oh, you can make little babies. So cool.
Wouldn't do anything, but sure.
Oh, it's okay.
How long did it take to make this thing?
Well, I've been dead about 15 years. I finished her about 2 years ago, 2-3 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
So didn't start her immediately. Kind of wandered around for a few years, but it's an interesting place nonetheless.
I think
You're really good
heard
at building.
I heard Chrono whispering that he would probably use one back at home. So
Oh, yeah.
Takes a long time to get the parts. It took me a long
Mhm.
time to get the parts more than it did to build the thing.
Yeah.
It's more the problem.
Chrono's patient.
What did you say?
Chrono is patient.
Oh, okay.
Very patient.
This
Yeah,
is long-term stuff, man.
I don't know
We're
if
gonna
I'm
have
like.
we're gonna have a
10-year
gear dragon
patient.
long-term.
That's if we're alive by then.
Yeah. I mean, the dragon would help us.
You also don't know how
Be
time
alive.
passes in Mechanus.
That is true as well.
So,
Uh-oh.
and Grandpa's already said it passes a bit weird.
Mm-hmm.
So, who knows how it passes in here? Y'all go
I
down
like how
to
we're
y'all's
having
long rest, belted to the
We're
dragon.
we're having such a nice time riding on dragons, flying through the sky. Meanwhile,
Flowers
the
down.
different timeline that decided to go to Avernus
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
We're burning in
running,
hell on another
running
timeline.
from demons,
Yeah.
It's devils.
begging
It's
for our
devils, not
lives.
demons.
Oh man.
Avernus would be a very different event.
Different
I'm guessing
experience.
Perhaps.
we won't
Hmm.
meet Chrono's grandpa in Avernus.
Would hope not.
Mr. Grandpa, do you like being dead?
Well, I'd rather be alive, but I mean, this place does have its benefits.
Mhm.
Stopping you from walking through the portal. Like, say if we opened it when we leave, could you come with us?
No body left back there.
Mm.
You could, or what if? Ghost.
No.
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 No. Never mind. No.
Hmm.
No one could occupy his. No. Never. No.
Alright,
Anyways.
so y'all
Anyways.
go down for y'all's long rest eventually. Talking to
Yes.
Yeah.
Eon for a while.
Yeah.
Alright.
Grandpa, could you tell us bedtime stories?
Stories. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Just like when I was a child.
Maybe later. Let's try and get some sleep first.
This one's called The Mechanical Dragon and His Friends.
See,
Yeah.
never mind.
So I'll head down.
I think
When you wake up in the morning, you are no longer moving.
Mhm.
Grandpa Eon is
Oh.
not on the dragon. The staff is gone. And you see this massive crystal tower rising up with 7 unbelievably large golden dragons flying around the top of it.
Come on, man.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
And
Oh,
Eon's
man.
like, Grandpa Eon's standing there. You're awake and kind of, time. Come on, let's see if we can go talk to someone here.
All right.
So cool.
Unbelt and get off.
Yeah, slide off.
Mm.
It is beyond beautiful. The way the light reflects this crystal blue tower is just these dragons swirl around the top of it. It is such an
So cool.
eerie, arcane sight that you've never seen something quite like this before.
Mhm.
This is very clearly not something that any mortal could ever construct.
Could we just kind of stay here instead of going back and going back to prison?
This is so
No.
beautiful.
I wish.
I mean, we only had like a month full of rations, didn't we?
Something like
Oh,
that.
that's true.
Yeah. But they should have food. Oh wait.
I don't know if they
Well,
would.
Yeah, no, I
A
don't
lot
I
of
don't think they would
people,
need to eat.
yeah, most people here don't need to eat. A lot of people typically either bring enough food for their travels or, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, we can't stay here for long.
Ghost would have liked this.
Mm.
It's
He's a
okay.
tad weird, but I'm pretty
he
sure
can
even
see
he
it.
could admire the craftsmanship of
Mhm.
this place.
Yeah. I want. Oh, can I? Oh, that's so bad. Do I put like a flower crown on Ghost's dismembered head?
It's
Oh,
in
that's
Yeah.
dark.
It's in the hole.
it's
But
in
yeah,
the
it's
hole.
put away.
Don't worry, Ghost. You're
Why don't
here.
you just save a flower crown for me instead?
Yeah. I have a
Guess,
feeling Nyx is just slowly going insane.
Yeah.
Like she's
She's
really
losing
lost
it.
it in this last.
Well,
He's
first
losing.
you have Liar changing, and now you have Ghost dying.
She's gonna pull the head
like-
out of the hole and start like petting it.
I mean, she did try and
Poor
feed
Ghost.
it. So,
Jix,
Get
also
in the bed.
becoming extremely emotionally insensitive.
I know.
have you,
The
Yeah.
mood swings.
Yeah.
have you ever actually lost someone before,
it's called
Jix?
depression.
Multiple times.
Oh, I guess
Oh,
this
no,
one
I
actually
think
meant something to you.
all of them have. No,
Well, let's go
but I
talk to
think-
whatever we need to talk to.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in
That's
the
what-
back talking to Yasmir. Yasmir. Yeah.
Yasmir.
Yasminier.
Yasmin
Yasmin.
here.
Yasminier.
Both of them.
I think
Yeah,
Max
just
is
having
just
two
chilling.
conversations.
Alright. Kind of walk forward, and there's this massive crystal bridge that when the sunlight shines through it, it looks blue light, similar in color to the eyes that float in the sky above Ezra.
Mm.
As one of the gold worms lands. Who seeks intrigue?
I do.
Its head is as big as the dragon you had been riding on.
Oh, come on, man.
my
Mm.
god.
Oh.
Great worms are big.
Oh.
Great worms are big.
Oh,
Oh.
Great worms are real big.
we're supposed to,
There's 7 of these things around this place.
Oh my god.
And you can see the other 6 landing on posts at the edges of the tower, like these 6 spots made for them.
Mm.
And you realize now, this thing this tower would dwarf mountains on the material plane. It is so
Hey, we
large.
can each one of us take on one dragon.
Oh, yes,
And
of
die.
course.
I can't do that.
We
yeah.
couldn't even take
Wait,
on one of these
animals?
dragons altogether.
No.
The dragon. Who seeks intrigue?
All of
Uh,
us.
I do.
I do. We all do.
Mm.
We all do. Can we
For
see your
what
leader?
purpose?
We believe we've been invited by your master, I presume,
Mm.
the Platinum Dragon himself. He spoke to us a couple of days ago and invited us to his palace.
If you don't believe us, just say that Ezra is here. And then I assume he'll invite us in.
I'm loved by voices. They all love me. Except for the.
So,
Uh-huh.
Except for the
Yeah.
one that stole your powers.
well, and gave her the golden dragon's eyes flash platinum blue,
Mhm.
and a second set opens beneath the first.
Ooh.
Oh.
They may enter Giraness.
Just like you ordered, boss.
Okay.
And the eyes blink, and the dragon stares at y'all, its golden green eyes looking back.
Hmm.
And then it takes off.
Thank you.
The wind almost knocking y'all down from his wings flapping.
Oh.
That was so
Yeah.
badass.
Scary. Absolutely
So I
terrifying.
take it that one's name was Giraness.
I guess it was. Giraness has typically been the greeter, but they shift every now and then. Well, good luck in there. I guess I'll be waiting for you on the outside.
Alright,
Take
thank
care,
you.
Grandpa Eon.
Thank you.
I'll be waiting here. And he kind of waves his hand and a chair appears and he sits down.
That's so
Bruh.
cool.
He's got his staff and he goes, "Hey, Chrono.
Hmm.
Still got the pocket watch?
Yeah.
Can I see it for a second?"
Yeah.
Snatches the pocket watch. Removes the face and the inner workings from the pocket watch. Hands you back the case and slots the face and the gear work into the staff. And just magic runs down it.
Oh, that's sick.
It's complete.
Ooh.
Finally got what I needed to finish it. But don't feel like I need this anymore. Hands you his staff, Chrono.
Nice, nice, nice.
I will send you the thing for it at a later point because
Yes.
it's kind of a
Yes.
homebrewy item, but yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
And you can kind of see when the magic flowed down. It was a mix of natural magic and dunamancy, just kind of.
Mhm.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
will send
sir.
you it's a modified staff of power. I'll send you what staff of power.
Dude.
I'll send you what the spells are in it later.
That's so
Dude,
cool.
come on, man.
What? I've been
I
waiting
don't
for
know
y'all
what
to go
to
to
sell.
next. That's been
No,
planned
wait,
since.
that's
Yeah.
dope.
Mm.
That is
That's
dope.
cool.
Come on.
Mhm.
Trying to figure out an item for Cronin. I was like, well, that fits perfectly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I had something else planned for Liar, but can't give him something else
Yeah.
now.
Oops.
Mm.
He's gonna get less of a
Accidentally-
good object.
Accidentally grabbed the Sword
Yeah.
of all swords.
Accidentally.
I wouldn't call it
Um,
that.
By the way, when the dragon landed, could I have popped the divine sense?
It's
It's
celestial,
celestial.
fiends, and undead, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I can detect.
How far's the distance?
I can detect the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet.
No celestial.
Nothing. All right. No undead, right?
No undead. This is an afterlife.
Uh,
This is where they're supposed to be.
No, but I'm looking at my
Yeah.
party.
Oh,
Any
no undead
undead?
members. No.
Any fiends?
No.
All right, we good. Looking at Ezra.
The dragon is a normal dragon as far as you're concerned.
All right.
Is
Dragon.
my aura
Just-
better, liar? Or is it still
Yeah.
nasty?
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
It is faded. It's almost not
Oh,
present
wow.
anymore. And it's just this weird, like, the creepiness is like almost gone, and what is there is this weird purple like river, like it's easy way like flowing purple around her body.
Does it give me the heebie-jeebies?
No.
Or no?
Roll me Arcana.
Okay. Arcana. 22.
22.
Oh, pretty good Arcana, yeah.
You get the feeling with her powers gone, her aura may be returning to what its natural state would be,
Hmm.
without the influence of Zarius on the other side.
Yeah. Actually,
Alright.
yeah, your aura's looking
Yeah.
a lot healthier. Way more natural.
I fucking hate it. I can't do shit. Let's get out of here.
I think it's an improvement.
So, y'all
Probably.
walk across the bridge, Chrono, with your new item.
I was gonna say, I take the
That's so
staff
cool.
and
Just pop
I'm
one
gonna
up,
tell
bro.
him. Yeah, no, that'd be fine. No, I'm gonna say this is the second time you've given me a lifelong gift. Thank you.
Welcome. Take care of it now. That took a while to finish. I need my pocket watch to finish it, so glad you brought it with you.
Of course.
Good luck in there.
Maybe you should give something to your grandpa.
Thank you.
Better hope he's in a good mood. He may be a goodly
I
god,
hope
but he's still a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, good luck. Y'all
Mhm.
head down the bridge. Massive bridge, by the way. Just wide enough to fit the dragon's entire wingspan.
Whoa.
Yeah. You like
Whoa.
ants across this bridge.
Mhm.
As you reach it, the crystal wavers and an entrance disappears for y'all. Like fades into existence. And y'all walk in. And y'all see the size, the interior much larger than the exterior. And in the center of the room, a dragon the size of a mountain stands before you. Platinum scales, 4 blue eyes, wings that stretch higher than the heavens. And that's where we're going to tonight's session.
Oh.